Once again, to your feel-good breakfast show. What's happening, lads? What's happening?
Was that a snide reference to Province, to Chelsea,
What?
to Circle I in the house?
We've been listening to their sound check like a little private concert all morning. They are sounding phenomenal. They are here.
Absolutely. Can't wait for that. Listen, it's also Monday, which means relationship talks. What's the deal breaker in your relationship? That's what we're talking about. And of course, those deal breakers are different for every single person, every single couple. We're going to explore that topic a little bit later on this morning.
I sent a couple of hot calls coming
Yeah.
Oh, you did this!
Yeah, she did that.
No, you didn't.
Oh, I will not have this and I will not have that.
But listen, we're also talking about David Shabalala. He's also known as Slaying Goliath. He is a fashion designer and illustrator. He's been making waves and moves, major moves. And he's with us today talking about his latest collaboration.
And then speaking about a lady who's never stopped making moves since he started, Dumi Morake has launched a brand new book called And Then Mama Said. The words that set her life alight. And she was very excited. She was on Instagram Live last week during the book launch, book signing. She had all kinds of things to share, man. But obviously a highlight for her in her career. And we wish her all of the best. But we'll bring you the highlights from that book launch. But I think it's time we get the day underway.
Let's do that, man. It's a beautiful Monday.
Take a look at those news headlines. Here comes the man in blue.
South Africa's approach to tackling economic issues has not changed since the 1980s, even though society's structure has fundamentally changed, says Finance Minister Tito Mboweni. The new Finance Minister was speaking during the second annual Kader Asmal Memorial Lecture at the Cape Peninsula University of Technology this weekend. He said the education system has not responded to the changed structure of society, with the result that graduates cannot be absorbed in the economy. He encouraged students to consider the example of the German economy, which is dependent on small and medium enterprises. The Jesus Dominion International Church, of which controversial rape-accused Nigerian pastor Timothy Omatoso is the founder, was the target of enraged protesters this weekend. Various political parties and members of the public joined forces in a protest to close the church. ANC Women's League coordinator Nontombi Maya says they condemn any form of patriarchy and they wish to save the women and girls who are part of the church by closing it. Omatosho, who is being tried on 97 sex-related offences, will appear in the Port Elizabeth High Court again today. Now moving further abroad, Kenya's opposition leader Raila Odinga has been appointed as the High Representative for Infrastructure Development in Africa. Chairperson of the African Union Commission, Musa Faki Mohammed, says the appointment is in line with the continental body's drive to expedite the integration of the continent through infrastructure in order to promote economic growth and sustainable development. He will also support the Commission and NEPAD initiatives to encourage increased commitment from development partners. Odinga previously served as a Minister for Energy, Roads, Public Works and Housing. And then finally, Russia has condemned U.S. plans to withdraw from a Cold War-era nuclear weapons treaty and has threatened to retaliate for a very dangerous step. On Saturday, President Donald Trump said that he intended to terminate the 3-decade-old 1987 Intermediate-Range Nuclear Forces Treaty, as Russia had been violating it for many years. The deal banned ground-launched medium-range missiles with a range of between 500 and 5,500 kilometers. Analysts say abandoning the treaty negotiated by U.S. President Ronald Reagan and Soviet leader Mikhail Gorbachev would mark a significant setback for arms control. Well, that was your 6 o'clock news update. Let's get our first look at what's happening in the world of sport. Here's Graham.
It was massive this weekend in the world of rugby. Locally, the 2018 Currie Cup final will now be contested by the Sharks and Western Province after both teams won their respective semi-finals on Saturday at Newlands Stadium in Cape Town. Western Province beat the Bulls by 35 points to 32 after extra time. The Bulls could have won it after scoring a last-minute try, but Mani Lebok's conversion went wide. In the other semi, the Sharks looked very strong, beating the Lions by 33 points to 24 in Durbs. Locally in football, SuperSport United and Kaizer Chiefs survived round one exits in the Telkom knockout yesterday as they needed penalty victories over Polokwane City and Black Leopards, respectively. At the Soweto Stadium, Ryan Moon scored the winning penalty to hand Chiefs a 4-2 victory over Black Leopards, while the 90 minutes plus at extra ended in 1 apiece. Elsewhere, SuperSport, they beat Polokwane 6-5 on penalties. That while Pirates down Chippa 1-0 and Sundowns saw off Bloem Celtic 1-0 as well. A little further afield, Chelsea maintained their unbeaten start to the English Premier League thanks to a comeback 2-2 draw with Manchester United on Saturday. Leading 2-1, United looked on course to record their first win at Stamford Bridge in 7 games, but Ross Barkley came up with a last-minute equaliser to see the points shared. Now the EPL results, Man City crushed Burnley 5-0. Liverpool edged out Huddersfield 1-0, while Tottenham beat West Ham in our London derby by 1-0. And then one for the books in tennis. South Africa have been relegated to Group 2 of the Africa-Europe zone in their Davis Cup campaign. That was after their 4-0 loss to Portugal in Lisbon this weekend. On Friday, South Africa's #1 ranked Lloyd Harris lost in straight sets to Pedro Sousa before Nick Scholz lost by the same margin to João Sousa. On Saturday in the doubles, Raven Klaasen and Ruan Rudolfse, they did show some fight in their 2-1 loss. The tie was already over by the time Philip Henning went down 2-0 in that final game. We'll touch on all of those major highlights in just a moment to Ashes sitting down for our weekend review.
Well, let's get into your weather and your temperatures for the first time this morning. And it looks like we can expect a nice and hot day all across South Africa with very hot conditions expected in the Western Cape. Before we run you through, we've also asked to see some of your pictures showing us what it looks like in your parts of the world. We got this beautiful picture from Randall Titus. Good morning, Randall, who sent us this orange skyline picture from Bellville South in Cape Town. Lovely, stunning stuff, Randall. You can expect unusually warm temperatures with plenty of sunshine reaching 32 degrees today. So make sure you stay hydrated. Appreciate your picture. Looks absolutely stunning. But continue sending those pictures. We'd love to see what it looks like in your parts of the world. Take them and then post them on our Expresso Morning Show SABC3 Facebook page with the hashtag Expresso Show, and we'll gladly share them with the nation right here on your Feel Good Breakfast Show. Right now, though, let's get into those temperatures. So you see what it's doing for this Monday. Polokwane starting off on 8 minimum, reaching a high of 21. Mbombela 9:22, Pretoria 9:24, Johannesburg 8 and a high of 23, Mahikeng 11:23, Klerksdorp 11 and a high of 26 degrees, Kimberley 13:27, Bloemfontein 9:25, Richards Bay 11 minimum with a maximum 21 degrees, Pietermaritzburg 7:21, Durban 15:21, Mthatha starting off on 6 minimum, your maximum 24 degrees, East London 15:22, Cradock 9 and a high of 30, Port Elizabeth 15 reaching a high of 22 degrees, George 19:27, Sutherland 12 and a high of 25 degrees, some rain expected funny enough today, Cape Town 20 minimum with a maximum 32, Worcester 16:33, Springbok 16:28, and Uppington on 15 reaching a high of 27 degrees. It's a wrap of your weather and your temperatures for the 6 o'clock bulletin. We'll keep you updated throughout the course of your morning. I'll be back with another weather and traffic update as well at 1:30 this morning.
Right, we have liftoff. The show is officially underway. Now, we've asked you on our social media how you're feeling if you're writing your final matric exams today. They start at 9 o'clock this morning. Many kids, or matriculates rather, across the country will be writing their languages. And I remember mine was many years ago. And I remember the feeling of it, really nerve-wracking. And we've asked you on Facebook, hashtag Expresso Show, how you're feeling. And here's one from Neo Kumalo saying, morning fam, I'm feeling nervous, but I'm ready for it. Boginkosi Rasi says, good morning fam. I suppose we all feel anxious and excited to finish the year at the same time. And Nomvuselelo Nosetu says, honestly, I'm feeling very good. How are you feeling if you're writing? And if you are not writing today and you've got someone that you know that is writing, let us know. Hashtag Expresso Show.
Well, still to come on your Feel Good Breakfast Show, I had the pleasure of meeting a young man who, through his own personal challenges with his health, is doing something that is bringing joy to the lives of other suffering young children, and he's absolutely incredible.
Yeah, and that's what we call a Mandela Monday hero as we start the week. But of course, reflecting back on the weekend as well, loads of sporting action, and we'll have your pick of the chats, where it was the Currie Cup semi-finals, Manchester United taking on Chelsea in the big one of the weekend. And of course, what we had to look forward to today as well. Our friend Ashfaq Mohammed joins us for the sports chat right after the break.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back to your Feel Good Breakfast Show. Monday, fresh start to the week, especially to the matriculants of this country right now. Today marks the first day of the NSC examinations, or the National Senior Certificate Examinations. Foreign language is the subject that are written today. And so we've asked you to let us know on social media how you're feeling right now. Of course, the culmination of everything that's been learned throughout your entire schooling career falls on one paper, right?
And this almost feels like the beginning of the rest of your life.
Right?
Or the end of your life if you're like me. Because I remember when I was writing, it was terrible. 2007 was the year, all right? Let me tell you the story of it. 2007, and my first subject I had to write was Afrikaans. Now, I'm bad at Afrikaans. It's a good start, but for you, I suppose. I understood everything and I did everything. Rokos, Velemse, Suk, the works, right? On the day of the final exam, I'm sitting there, I literally dropped tears. I cried in the examination room.
You cried in the exam?
Because I didn't remember what Mirafoda was.
Oh,
and I remember just crying, and then invigilator, one of the teachers walking past, and she's like, "Why are you crying?" And I'm like, "I don't know what a Mirafoda is." I'll never forget that. You forget everything, or you remember everything.
So basically Afrikaans is like foreign languages to you.
Oh, it felt like foreign languages. Felt like a foreign language.
All right, listen, if you're writing foreign languages today, good luck to you. And if you're not writing today, use the time to prepare for whatever it is that you'll be writing in the ensuing weeks. And good luck to all our matriculants as you take on this final challenge of your high schooling career. Link up with us on our social media pages. Not too much, though. Hashtag Expresso Show.
Remember what a Mirafoda is as well.
What is it?
I don't know now.
Look, I'm shocked, though. I'm shocked. I'm shooketh. I can't believe we are at that stage of the year.
It's crazy.
The exams are starting? Really?
Yeah.
My goodness, where was I?
Downhill all the way.
Yeah, listen, right now I think a story that's going to plug at your heartstrings this morning. You know, it's true that when you're going to go through hard times and you keep your head held high and you don't stop believing that you are going to grow and you're going to become stronger. But one young boy who's 10 years old, he had to deal with so much more than any other 10-year-old boy had to deal with ever.
Exactly. Jed Caden's experience with his illness showed so much heart and generosity in both him and his mom that we knew that we just had to bring you their story. In September 2016, 10-year-old Jed Kagan was diagnosed with complex regional pain syndrome, a disease that left him in excruciating pain. He became only the 10th child in Africa to be successfully treated for the rare disease. Afterwards, Jed, along with his mother, decided to raise awareness about CRPS. Enter Jedi Teddy, a handmade teddy bear with a really great backstory, but an even greater purpose.
What makes Jed our Mandela Monday hero is the brilliant way that he and his mom, Shana Kagan, came up with to help others beat this disease.
Shana, Jed, thank you so much for inviting us into your home. It's so wonderful to be here amidst this mountain of beautiful teddies. So Shana, I'm going to start off with you. Tell us more about Jedi Teddy. How did it all begin?
Jedi Teddy began when Jed was very ill in hospital, and we tried to find him some cure for his disease, which was called CRPS, chronic regional pain syndrome, very rare disease in children. And what we realized was that Red Cross was one of the only hospitals in the world that actually could treat the children with this disease. And they managed to give us our child whole, and so we decided to make a teddy a day for the Red Cross patients.
Jed, you are such an inspiration. You've come through a really long and painful road. What's this experience been like for you?
This experience was insane. At one point, I didn't ever think I was going to get better, but then the next stage, I'm better and speaking to you guys and making Jedi Teddies.
And what was it like handing out the teddy bears for the very first time?
It felt incredible. This project that we've started, that we are now giving away to raise awareness about this disease, feels amazing.
Shana, how does it all work from making the teddy bears to distributing them?
We make the teddy bears right here. We have a whole group of volunteers that come. Mostly on a Thursday. We call them the grabber grannies because, yeah, most of them are over 90. And then we put labels on them, and then often we send them out to kids all over the world who actually are suffering from CRPS. Their moms send the details to us and we post them, or else we sell them locally.
Knowing what they're essential parts of has been hugely rewarding for members of Jetty Teddy's Grab a Grand project like Sally Shapiro.
This project has done a tremendous amount for me because I'm doing it for charity, and it's to see Jed grow up as beautifully as he is. I'm very pleased to be associated with Jetty Teddy.
Jed, he's got a big heart. As much as he's young, he's 12 years old, but his heart is very big. He cares for the other people and for the other children. I don't know how many children has he already helped them with this disease. My wish for him to become as an ambassador of the Crips disease.
Jed, you're 12 years old now. What keeps you motivated to keep making these teddy bears and to help others?
I just want to carry on spreading awareness about this disease because it's such a rare disease and so many children around the world just don't get helped. And I was fortunate enough that Red Cross were literally at our doorstep, so I could just go there.
Via the contact details on screen, you can join our Mandela Monday hero Jed and his team in changing the lives of children who could use your help.
So it was a thrilling, to say the least, sporting weekend. You can hear the groans, the moans coming from this side of the studio. Of course, Chelsea looked like they had it in the bag. I mean, Man United looked like they had it in the bag. Chelsea coming back with a late winner there, Ross Barkley. Unbelievable. I think the Bulls will be hurting this weekend, going into extra time against Province in our Currie Cup semi-final. Province just edging it out. I think probably the only victory that seemed like it was on the cards, looking at the performance throughout the match. Obviously, the Sharks are beating the Lions to earn their final spot. Ashfaq Mohammed here. Dude, I'm so sorry, man. I'm so sorry.
What a weekend of drama. My match report for the Bulls game is like done, just waiting to publish. Then they scored at the last second, so the whole thing had to wait.
High pressure job situation, remember? What a game it was.
Yes, no, unbelievable spectacle in Newlands. Real all-star Currie Cup rugby. We haven't seen this for a long time, you know, and this showed the value of the competition. People thought that the competition's dead and there's no interest. I mean, there were nearly 20,000 people there, which
Newlands
isn't
will
bad
be sold
for the Currie
out
Cup.
for this final,
This weekend will be sold out. And the real drama going into extra time. When last you see something like
That's
that?
very true.
With a kick in the last second to win the game, the guy just missed a touchline conversion, Mani Lebok. Really difficult.
He's been your lad this whole season.
He's been really classy, you know. But Province, they should have wrapped it up really in the second half. They had so many opportunities, didn't kick a goal a few times, went for the corner, didn't score the try, and the Bulls came roaring back.
The Bulls came with the right mindset, bearing in mind that they had been thumped in half a game. They previously, when they took on the team, but they were playing a team that had beaten every team they had played this entire season by over 22 points.
Yeah, with a bonus point in each game. So really they were backs to the wall, but to turn it around, as you said, from last week at Loftus to nearly sneaking it this time. I mean, they played the better rugby in the first half. Look
at that. So, I mean, what do you kind of put that to in a moment like that, where all you need to do is be successful once? And I'm sure he's kicked hundreds of those from the touchline during training. What happens?
Look, everything is on the line there, and the conditions were really difficult. What you won't see on TV, the windows swirling. I was there. It's really chilly as well, and it was pumping. So from the wrong side for the right-foot kicker on the touchline, the bench is just there. The crowd is on him. He's a youngster as well. He's like 22 only. But really classy player, and really pity for him because he kicked well for the rest of the game and played well.
And as you were saying, that probably would have given him his Bach berth. And of course, I think the Sharks, that scrum just too strong.
Steamroller, you know, if you're leading 18-0 after about 20 minutes or so, that's the game done. Really tough for the Lions, especially at Kings Park as well. Difficult conditions. So, a great performance on the Sharks. The Dupree twins, number 8, especially Dan, stepping up there. And Saboon Corsi at wing. That's encouraging for the Springboks as well. He scored 2 good tries. There is running in the first one. But Lions came back.
Options, Rusty's got options, man.
Really tough selection coming up.
Yeah, training camp right now in Stellenbosch going down. So, Province Sharks finals at home coming next week. That's going to be quite a game. Looking forward to that.
I think the scrums will decide that one. I mean, the Province scrum was just walking forward with the Bulls again at Newlands this weekend. The Sharks also have a very good pack, but Province, I think that will be the edge.
Do you still have some tears left to reflect on Chelsea v Man United over the weekend?
Don't go there, man.
Just get your pillowcase and just ring it out,
rugby
man.
tackles afterwards also when Chelsea got the equaliser.
My thing is like just even look at who scored the goals for Chelsea, Rudiger and Barkley.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean,
you know, they weren't even firing
it was
all
all
cylinders
about
that
Eden
way.
Hazard before the game, but you know, there we get two guys who don't normally score for Chelsea, but wonderful second half comeback from United where they really found this spirit. First off, they were playing well, but just even Mourinho said, the aggression wasn't there. But Martial, that second goal, the way he just skipped away from the defender and banged it away, you know, superb. And deserved the result, really.
Talk us through this final moment, because I think that was the one highlight, and obviously the British press have been trying to over-sensationalise. Just a moment of stupidity on behalf of an assistant.
Yes, at the Chelsea bench.
Camp.
I mean, even Sarri said afterwards it's uncalled for, and he apologised to Mourinho.
I don't think he meant it.
Yeah, it's in the moment, you know, it's last second, you're at home, and you guys score the equaliser, and you just go crazy. You know, but still, to go to Mourinho,
you happen to be this
shove it in his face kind of thing, you know.
Did he?
Yeah.
He kind of ran across him.
Yeah, but he gestured towards him.
When you see it from Jose's perspective, it does look a bit dodgy.
Because he sat back and just took it in, you know, and here the Chelsea assistant comes and in his face, and it's his old own ground, and he did the three fingers. No, he was. And afterwards, showing the Chelsea fans, he won in 3 titles.
Remember
pity for United, they should have.
And enough to be hopeful, I think, for United. They definitely seem like a different team. So there it is, man. We will see a Currie Cup contested between two coastal giants who have proven their worth. Western Province will be welcoming the Sharks. It's going to be awesome. Better be a sellout stadium.
Arsenal v Leicester today. Come on, Gunners.
That's it. All right. Well, we are discussing what we're going to be getting up to. Is the After Dark obstacle race that's going to be taking place. Rudy Witkowski with us in studio this morning. We're going to chat about it, and then he's going to put me through a bit of a workout as well. Just like Tabisa showing us right now. Good form, bro.
Still coming up. Still coming up after the break. Prime Circle, they are in the studio. They're going to be catching up with us. It's going to be lots of fun. So stay with your Feel Good Breakfast show after the break.
There's a tie for you, brother.
All Expresso presenters and guests fly domestically with Mango. Enjoy outstanding service, online check-in and seat selection. With the widest booking and payment options, Mango is the only airline globally to accept store charge cards as a means of payment. Fly in comfort with ergonomically efficient seats for more legroom aboard a fleet of new generation Boeing 737-800 aircraft. Join the presenters of Expresso and fly Mango.
It's my Feel Good Breakfast Show.
Well, welcome back to your Feel Good Breakfast Show, Expresso on SABC3. Now, Halloween is coming up this coming week, and it's time to get into the spooky spirit. And we've got an event that we've had our eyes firmly placed on. It's happening this Saturday in Paarl. Divine Events in Paarl will be hosting the After Dark Zombie Invasion Festival.
Right, it's going to be absolutely amazing. Looking forward to it. In addition to the huge party that's going to be taking place there as well, there's a 6-kilometer nighttime obstacle race as well for those who want to get their hands dirty. So it's going to be a jewel of note. We have festival organizer with us, Rudy Witkowski. Brother man, welcome back. Nice to see you.
Thank you.
Nice to
Thanks
see you,
to
man.
be so. Thank you.
As you can see, I'm ready. I'm going to be put through my paces in just a little bit. So we're getting our warm-up done by talking about the event first and foremost. I think let's focus on obstacle course racing in South Africa. Why all of a sudden this bang and a popularity with regards to it?
People are just tired of the old traditional boring exercise. It's hot in South Africa. It's getting hotter with global warming. People want to be out there. People want to be exercising. And the nice thing is you get a touch of nature. You're right in nature. You're training in the woods, in the dams with real natural obstacles and man-made obstacles. You can test your physicality at the same time. Which is amazing.
Now, your event, the After Dark Zombie Invasion Festival, it sounds hectic.com, but it sounds a lot of fun as well. What exactly can people look forward to? Why did you decide to host this? Take us through the course.
Firstly, After Dark Invasion, there is so many firsts for South Africa. As in, it's the first zombie obstacle race. Let's just start off at that.
We've never had
basically, it's an obstacle race. There's zombies on the field, and they're going to be catching you. So you'll have flag belts attached to you. As the participants are going to be running past, you're going to have the zombies trying to grab your flag belts. They're going to be dressed up, all in Halloween. It's at night as well. So that's another first. They're going to be grabbing your flag belts, and there'll be other fake zombies where they'll have these little water guns shooting you with like fake blood.
Man, the zombies are going to have a busy night.
If they pull all your flag belts off and you complete the race without any flag belts, you don't qualify for a medal.
Oh, I see. Okay, so once you qualify, or if you have a flag on, you can qualify for a medal.
It's basically your organs.
Look, man, I love that. I love that. I think it's something different. It's something unique. If you are going to be celebrating Halloween, why not do it like this? A fit and active way as well. Huge party happening as well. What's happening
that's another first for South Africa. So we've never done an obstacle race or a fitness event with a festival. So as soon as you finish the mud run, when I say mud run, because you're running through mud, you're running through dams, you're going through dark tunnels, and as soon as you finish that, you run straight into the festival. You'll be partying with your muddy clothes on. For those other people, you can shower if you want to, but the experience is going to party straight. There's going to be 8 DJs lined up. It's going to be
It's going to be epic.
An insane Halloween festival. So as soon as you finish, you run straight into the festival and you just dance the night away.
Now, you've definitely got me hooked on this, and I'm really excited and looking forward to being grabbed by zombies the whole night. If someone's like me and they're watching right now, what's the easiest way for them to enter if they want to be?
The easiest way, you can go into Entry Ninja. Tickets are just on Entry Ninja, or you can go into afterdarkinvasion.com. And you can just click on enter here and you'll be able to get tickets.
Nice. How long is the entire course?
It's 6 kilometers long. It's not really long. I'm a very competitive athlete, but I think this obstacle racing is all about fun. It's about team spirit. It's about just having fun out there. So for a lot of people that tend to do the 5Ks, there's that 1 kilometer just to push you that extra bit.
I love that. AfterDarkInvasion.com.
Yeah, exactly.
They can go. Awesome stuff, man. Looking forward to that. I'm sure it's going to be blowing up on social media as well, which is a great thing. But we're going to get a bit of a taste as to what's going to go down in just a little bit with Rudy. Stick around.
In the national news this morning, Minister of Finance Tito Mboweni says South Africa's approach to tackling economic issues has not changed since the 1980s, even though society's structure has fundamentally changed. The Jesus Dominion International Church, of which controversial rape-accused Nigerian pastor Timothy Omotosho is the founder, was the target of enraged protesters this weekend. On the international front, Kenya's opposition leader Raila Odinga has been appointed as the High Representative for Infrastructure Development in Africa. And then finally, Russia has condemned US plans to withdraw from a Cold War-era nuclear weapons treaty and has threatened to retaliate for a very dangerous step. Well, that was your 6:30 news update. Here's another look at what's happening in the world of sport.
Bringing you a quick sporting snapshot after a very busy weekend in rugby. The 2018 Currie Cup final will now be contested by the Sharks and Western Province. That was after both teams won their respective semi-finals over the Lions and the Bulls on Saturday. In football, round one of the Telkom knockout took place this weekend. Kaizer Chiefs beat Black Leopards 4-2 on penalties. Pirates laid down Chipper 1-0, while Sundown saw off Bloem Celtic 1-0 as well. In the Premier League, Chelsea maintained their unbeaten start in England thanks to a comeback 2-2 draw with Manchester United on Saturday. In other results, Man City crushed Burnley 5-0, while Liverpool edged out Huddersfield 1-0. And in tennis, South Africa have been relegated to Group 2 of the Africa-Europe zone in the Davis Cup. That was after their 4-0 loss to Portugal in Lisbon this weekend. We'll expand on all of those headlines on the top of the hour.
All right, here's a quick update on all your travel times this morning, starting off with a Cape Town train line update. And right now on the Northern Line Metro Rail, there's an extended travel time of between 40 to 50 minutes on all Wellington and Kraaifontein trains. This is due to signal equipment failure in Elsie's River. So all trains will now be rerouted via Monte Vista. So please allow for extended travel time there. Moving over to some traffic news, taking a look at what's happening in Gauteng four ways. There's a stationary vehicle on the N1 northbound after William Nicol that is obstructing the left lane, so there'll be heavy delays that you can expect there. So please do allow for extra travel time. And that's your latest traffic update as we make our way into taking a look at the weather. Balmy morning here in Cape Town, and of course, as always, we ask you to send us a picture of a sunrise where you are so we can see your beautiful part of the country. We got one from Renelle Tonkin, who sent us this amazing orange skyline from Durbanville in Cape Town, and where you can experience unseasonably hot conditions that can be expected to reach a maximum of 32 degrees. So make sure that you dress appropriately for a day as hot as this. Let's take a look at the rest of the country and the temperatures there. Starting off in Polokwane, a minimum of 8 and a maximum of 21. Mbombela, 9 to 22, partly cloudy conditions there. Pretoria, 9 to 24. Johannesburg, a minimum of 8 and a maximum of 23. Moving over to the Northwest Province, Mahikeng, 11 to 23. Klerksdorp, a minimum of 11, maxing out at 26. Kimberley, 13 to 27. Bloemfontein, 9 to 25. Richards Bay, a minimum of 11 and a maximum of 21. Pietermaritzburg, 7-21. Durban, the warmest place to be, that minimum 15, maximum of 21. Mthatha, 6 to 24. And East London, Ibai, 15 to 22. Craddock will see minimum temperatures of 9 and maximum of 30 degrees Celsius there. Port Elizabeth, 15 to 22. George, 19 to 27. Sutherland, 12 to 25. Rain can be expected there. Cape Town, 20 to 32. It's going to be a hot day, even more so in Worcester, minimum of 16 with a maximum of 33. Some rain can be expected in Springbok with a minimum temperature of 16, reaching maximum of 28. And Uppington, 15 to 27. And you can also expect maybe some few showers there. And that's what your weather looks like on this Monday morning.
Don't fear the flu. Boost your immune system with Effaflu-C Immune Booster by Pharmadynamics. Effective, affordable healthcare.
So we spoke about it a little bit earlier on with Rudy Witkowski. He's back. The After Dark Invasion Zombie Festival taking place this weekend. Now, obstacle course, of course, obstacle course racing. It is taking South Africa by storm. It's growing exponentially. It's one of the fastest growing, I think, sporting disciplines that's out there at the moment. And of course, paired with this festival is that 6-kilometer night obstacle course that is going to be absolutely amazing. So Rudy is here. He's going to be taking us through a bit of what a taster, all I can say is if you...
Yeah, this will just be a little teaser as to what you can expect.
Look, if you want to win this weekend and you haven't done anything, it's probably not going to help, okay? No. But maybe a couple of things that you can do to stay loose and stay limber as well going into the event.
Yeah, right, all prizes for best dressed and the winners as well.
Okay, cool.
So we'll start with...
I'm going to follow.
One of the exercises we'll do is tire scrambling. We'll go across.
Okay, why do we have to go sideways?
Because you don't want to fall, though.
Okay,
you can go forward, but like myself, I have long feet. I have size 12.
Okay.
The other one, you'll be doing tire flips.
Okay.
You'll go from one side to the other side, and you walk across.
So you'll start. Obviously, these are very light tires.
Very light, and normally a lot heavier than this as well. Okay. Another thing which is very interesting is the bear crawl.
Okay.
You'll be over the tire. You'll just follow me, walking across, and the platform will be a lot longer as well on the day. You can expect about 10 meters of walking across.
Yes, and you can start.
And that's the
feeling
nice
that in
thing.
the
You're doing
core.
a lot of cardio, core work, all at the same time.
That's the nice thing about obstacle course racing, because it's different types of exercises that you would normally kind of get up to.
Using body parts that muscles you've never used before.
That's the thing, right?
Another interesting one, these are very light planks for today, but these are just images of what you can expect, a little replica. You'll be walking uphill. We're going to be doing squats today, but you'll have a lot heavier log than on your back. Squatting down and up. But this is basically mimicking the fact of walking uphill with an extremely heavy log on your back.
What I love about this type of exercise, if you do a little bit of knowledge, or if you have a little bit of knowledge, or you do a little bit of research, it's all kind of things that you can set up at home.
Exactly.
You know, with things that you might have lying around, you can get creative, which I love. This is a great thing about
especially
obstacle course
the OCR World Championships that just happened now on the past weekend. A lot of these athletes have obstacle courses at home to train because they cannot train enough.
Exactly.
They cannot get out there. These obstacles are out in the woods, far out to drive.
Dude, so get your tires scrambling, going on, your poles, your squats, your bear grills, all of those is going to help you going into this weekend. So this is quickly that website once again where people can get tickets.
www.afterdarkinvasion.com.
AfterDarkInvasion.com.
Or you can find it on Instagram as well. After Dark Invasion, you'll find it there.
And come dressed to impress. It's going to be absolutely awesome.
Prizes for best dressed, and there's a lucky draw as well. The person gets to stay overnight on the farm.
Yeah.
Prizes for the top finishers, but come dressed the part.
It's going
to be a zombie apocalypse.
Nice. Zombie apocalypse and obstacle course racing right here on your Figure Breakfast Show this morning.
Well, talking about prizes, it doesn't get any better than with the Expresso Morning Show loot.co.za wheel, and we're spinning it again all week long. 3 lucky viewers are going to get the opportunity to do so, but the only way that you can is by downloading the loot.co.za app, registering to it, taking a screen grab and sending that to us on 071 640 6551. Every single day we're going to be spinning, and here are some of the prizes that you could stand in line to win. Okay, so this week, it's absolutely levels. Sennheiser wireless over-ear Bluetooth headphones valued at 2,705 Rand. How about this one? A Yato cantilever toolbox set consisting of 63 pieces valued at 4,750 Rand. We also have Garmin VivoFit Smart GPS activity trackers, Energizer power banks. In the mix, a Huawei P Lite smartphone valued at 5,999 Rand. There's a Maglite 2D Self 3rd generation black torch. We've got Philips advanced digital air fryers, as well as that Nescafe Dolce Gusto Genio coffee machines. So on the line, we've got Reino from Bredasdorp. Reino, goeiemorgen, good morning. Welcome to Expresso.
Good morning, man. How are you?
I'm so good. I hear the excitement in that voice, which makes me so excited. How do you feel that the fact that you've gotten through to our wheel this morning?
Oh, I'm so excited. Genuinely. It's my first time. I'm going to win something this year.
Now, listen, I haven't won anything, but clearly you are today. Have you got your eye on anything specific?
Oh, well, that toolbox looks very good.
Listen, that toolbox is insane. 63 pieces valued at 4,750 Rand. So, Reina, I'm going to be holding thumbs for you that toolbox is going to be coming your way. It is number 2 on our list this morning, so I'm going to give it a spin. Reina, are you ready?
I'm ready.
Here we go. In 3, 2, 1, let's spin our wheel this morning and see where it lands up. Of course, any place is amazing, but let's see, Reino, if your desired prize is coming. It's just going to stop at number 5. Let's see, Reino, what you are walking away with this morning. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Okay, Reino, you walk away with a Huawei P20 Lite smartphone valued at 5,999 Rand.
Oh, thank you.
Woo, that is pretty amazing. Reino, I know it wasn't your toolbox, but it's a pretty amazing prize, right?
Yes, thank you very, very much.
It's a pleasure. Have an amazing day. All our love from Expresso and loot.co.za.
Yes, and you guys from Expresso as well.
Thank you so much. You see, that's what we do. This is how we roll, and we'll be rolling like this 2 more times right here on the show. If you download the loot.co.za app, make sure you register. Send us a screen grab so we have proof thereof to 071 640 6551, and you could be walking away with amazing prizes like Reino. Yes!
All right, we're going to take a quick break on your feel-good breakfast show, Expresso. We love all the wins that take place on this show, right? And it continues after the break. We're winning with a catch-up with Prime Circle. They're legendary, and they're with us in the building today.
And then, of course, they are here primarily to perform and do it just for you. So we'll kick that off after the break. We'll see you now.
This coming Thursday on Winner Home, with 2 double challenges under their belts, the design duos are briefed on their next room.
The master. The master.
Will they be masters of design, or will they get caught napping?
Oh, but I'm not too sure what's going on in here. I'm hoping that they're getting things done.
Watch all the drama unfold as Team RNK, Team Contrast Control and the Perma Peeps battle it out for the title. Live at 7:30 p.m. on SABC3. The stage is yours. Winner Home, proudly brought to you by Capitec and Private Property, with Samsung products designed for your connected lifestyle. Grand prize luxury penthouse apartment by Bowen Properties.
Yeah.
Okay, guys, let's go. We don't have enough time. 1.5 minutes.
Guys, I'm not getting in yet. I don't know why. As we need to check.
Just keep playing for me. Okay, guys, we can just keep playing.
Run away from yourself. You're so pretty when you're somebody else.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back. You're live with Expresso on a beautiful Monday morning. If ever there was a reason to get excited, it is this. Since it was announced in July, South Africans and I think people around the world understandably have been gearing up for the 2018 Global Citizen Festival taking place at FNB Stadium on Sunday, the 2nd of December. So hosted by the international movement of people who are taking a stand against extreme poverty. Global Citizen, the lineup, it boasts local and world-reaching heavyweights. It's actually an unbelievable lineup to wrap your head around. We're talking Beyonce and Jay-Z, Casper Nyovest, to Ed Sheeran, Femi Kuti, Pharrell Williams, Chris Martin, Shawn Majorzi, Usher. The list goes on. This is the biggest concert ever, surely.
It is. It's where you want to be. Tickets to this once-in-a-lifetime event are free and are earned through taking an action journey that helps Global Citizen realize its mission to amass 1 billion people to call on our world leaders to honor their responsibilities in achieving the UN Sustainable Development Goals and ending extreme poverty by 2030. Now, if entertainment is a means to helping hundreds and thousands in need, then we definitely think this is a great cause to align with.
And we can do it. It just needs the pressure from the masses. So the event is not only bringing superstar musicians into our backyard, or should we say our front lawn, but congregating world leaders, including our own, obviously, President Cyril Ramaphosa, Deputy Secretary General of the UN, Amina Al-Mohammed, and Executive Director of the World Food Programme, David Beasley, to name just a few. So the first Global Citizen Festival was held back in New York in 2012. And has only grown in leaps and bounds clearly along the way, with the movement helping generate, I think, commitments and policy announcements from leaders, and that's what we ultimately want. And it's now valued at over 37.9 billion in terms of what they've been able to marshal. Imagine how many children are being fed with that kind of impetus.
And that is the sort of impact that you're looking to get.
Yeah.
Well, what's advocacy and music without a little Hollywood as well? And this will be provided by the hosts of the event, our very own Trevor Noah. Can we still say our very own?
Yes, we can.
Proudly. The world's Trevor Noah, alongside Naomi Campbell, Sir Bob Geldof, Gail King, Bonang Mateba, Nomza Mombata, Tyler Perry, and even more. This festival is being held in the name of our late Tata Nelson Mandela in his centenary year. And obviously, it is a truly special way to realize how the world is gathering right here to honor our icon in the way that they do, almost 5 years to the day when we learned about his passing, right?
And I can remember that day so clearly, and hopefully that's galvanized you. So be a part of this incredible movement and be the generation that changes the world around you for the better, because we can. Go and visit globalcitizen.org.za to get all of the information on how you can do so. The change starts with you.
Well, that's going to be a big concert then, but we have our own private concert to share with you all across South Africa, of course, courtesy of Prime Circle. But before they do that, it's time for us to get to know the lead singer, Ross, and we do that, of course, with a 60-second fast-paced series of questions. Ross, all you got to do is answer with the first thing that comes to mind.
This is scary.
Are you ready?
Yes.
Start the clock. What do you prefer, sweet or savory?
Savory.
Your favorite local band?
Favorite local band, A-King.
Camping outdoors or luxury hotel?
Outdoors.
If you could perform anywhere in the world?
Any beach, man. It's all good.
Favorite series?
I'm loving Norseman at the moment.
Do you prefer early mornings or late nights?
Late nights.
What's on your ultimate bride plate?
Lamb chops always.
Your favorite place to take on a date? Take a date?
Somewhere nice.
Cinema or movies at home?
Cinema is good as well.
If you could visit one place in Africa?
I want to go to Zambia.
Your guilty pleasure, musically?
Guilty pleasure is Phil Collins.
Yes, I can feel it. Favorite hobby?
I love gaming.
Bread, pasta, or potatoes?
Bread.
Your dream collaboration?
I have no idea. This early in the morning. Anything, I don't know.
Texts or calls?
Calls.
Oh, that's time. All right.
Thank God.
Okay. Sorry, some of those are pretty hairy. But good to have you back in the studio, man.
Nice to be back.
And wow, I've been a fan, and you guys have legions and legions of fans across South Africa, and it's been so for many, many years, man. What do you think has been the secret to you guys, firstly, sticking together, and then continuing to make the music that fans, old and new, love?
I think we just we know how to take a punch, like we always say. We can fight with each other, and so we end up staying together, so we can take that, and we just try and write real. We try and keep it real to ourselves. You know?
Do you think your sound has changed significantly over the years? I mean, especially with the way that you approach it. Tell me about that.
I think we definitely approached our writing differently, the way we are in studio. I think the last few records have definitely been going in a different direction. It's still us, it still sounds like us, but I think it's just a different way. I think there's progression in the playing.
What's the thinking process when you guys are sitting there in studio, or perhaps maybe on your own notepad and you're penning some lyrics and coming up with concepts? What's the thinking?
I don't want to repeat myself too much, you know. If you've done a record kind of way, then you want to try and do it. It's a musical journey for us. So I think, we want to keep on evolving and keep on moving.
Yeah, absolutely, man. So tell me about the seventh studio album that you guys released.
If you don't, you never will. It was a lot of fun to make. It was the fastest record we've ever made. We did this in like 5 weeks. I think it was incredible.
Start to finish.
Start to finish. And a lot of it was, the writing was in that as well. So there was a lot of writing last minute and a lot of changing, so it was a very interesting record to do.
So a lot of authentic, in the moment kind of thing.
You have to live with it. Just go with it. You know what I mean?
That's awesome. Tell me quickly about Prime Fest and where people can see you performing live.
Yeah, so we're doing a thing called Prime Fest, which is something we've wanted to do. We've been touring for 16 years. We've been a band, we've been writing, recording, and something else we hadn't done and we've always wanted to do is our own festival. We're big fans of music. I think that's the first thing. So for us to get some of our heroes and people in this industry and build a festival insane for us. So it's something that we want to do. So we're going to be doing that on 10th of November. It's called Prime Fest. We're going to be doing it every year from now on.
Oh, yes.
And we're going to be potentially bringing out some internationals this year as well. But 10th of November, Kasalinga, and it starts at like 9 in the morning, 10 in the morning, and it's a whole day thing. It's a family event. And yeah, bring them, and we've got some beautiful people involved, like RADA Inspire, the charity.
Yeah.
So there's some beautiful stuff. Come check it out. Yeah.
Dude, well done. Very, very nice stuff. The details are on your screens right now, so go ahead and book your tickets. 10th of November.
10th November.
Prime Fest. Ross, great to see
Thank
you,
you.
man.
Cheers.
Looking forward to this music on this Monday morning. Make sure you don't miss out on that.
So I'm starving, dude. I don't know about you. But Princess, please. I've been smelling these croissants now from the other side. I don't know if they've been doing it on purpose, keeping me on the other side of the studio this whole time. But please, a croissant.
I would also have one. Thank you very much.
For me and my lad, yeah. Please, thank you, my dad.
Listen, it's your Monday morning. It's a feel-good morning at that as well. Lots more coming up. We just got to know Prime Circle a little bit better, and they are going to finally perform for us after the break.
Like the sound of that Prime Fest. Come on. Like the sound of their sound check as well, sounding absolutely awesome. Then, of course, an on-demand staffing app. I'm not going to mention the company's name because they're pretty much the only on-demand anything that we use when you're trying to get a taxi late at night. You know who I'm talking about. Imagine being able to just kind of put in a quick request because you need an editor or someone in that space. Well, that is possibly in the works. We'll get into that in our Tech Daily update. Thank you, Princess.
Thank you.
Thank you, my love.
Enjoy a moment in between with McCafe. See you after the break.
Moving out? Need more room? Scaling down? Private property is a great place to start your search. With thousands of new properties from South Africa's top real estate agents, banks, developers, and homeowners. It's the easiest way to find your next home. Search for a home on any device, anytime, anywhere. Search privateproperty.co.za.
Enter the Win a Home competition on privateproperty.co.za and stand a chance to win a brand new, fully decorated apartment at Paraflay Lifestyle Estate, developed by Baldwin Properties, worth over 3 million rand.
Run away from yourself. You're so pretty when it's somebody else. You're the one I'm on. Oh, I'm always distracted by. First we go down, down, then we go in it, then we go round, round, lost in it. Oh, innocence breaking, we won't go.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back to your Feel Good Breakfast Show, Expresso on SABC3, live, large and in charge on this Monday morning, hanging out with one of South Africa's most celebrated rock bands, Prime Circle. And what a pleasure it is to have them back in studio as they share music with us. And right now, a song called Innocence.
Run away from yourself. You're so pretty when you're somebody else. You're the one I'll move. Oh, I'm always distracted by. First we go down, down, then we go in it. Then we go round, round, lost in it. Oh, innocence breaking. We won't go faking it. We won't know. Oh, until we make it. Around we go. Right away. You move. I'm caught in this condition when it comes to you. And now I choose to surrender this condition. What have I got to lose? And first we go down, down, and then we go in it, and then we go round, round, lost in it. Oh, innocence breaking. Oh, we won't go faking it. We won't know. Oh, until we make it. Around we go.
Circle on your Feel Good Breakfast Show with Innocence, man. Thank you very much for the music. Hope that's gotten your Monday off to a great start. Remember to get your tickets for Prime Fest. It's happening on the 10th of November. And of course, if you'd like more details, where can we follow you guys on social media? Is it at Prime Circle?
Prime_Circle.
At Prime_Circle. We'll have more music from the band a little bit later on. Right now, let's keep you up to date with the latest headlines.
In the national news this morning, South Africa's approach to tackling economic issues has not changed since the 1980s, even though society's structure has fundamentally changed, says Finance Minister Tito Mboweni. The new Finance Minister was speaking during the second annual Kader Rasmal Memorial Lecture at the Cape Peninsula University of Technology this weekend. He said the education system has not responded to the changed structure of society, with the result that graduates cannot be absorbed in the economy. He encouraged students to consider the example of the German economy, which is dependent on small and medium enterprises. The Jesus Dominion International Church, of which controversial rape-accused Nigerian pastor Timothy Omotosho is the founder, was the target of enraged protesters this weekend. Various political parties and members of the public joined forces in a protest to close the church. ANC Women's League coordinator Nontombi Maya said they condemn any form of patriarchy and they wish to save the women and girls who are part of the church by closing it. Omotosho, who is being tried on 97 sex-related offences, will appear in the Port Elizabeth High Court again today. Now moving further abroad, Kenya's opposition leader Raila Odinga has been appointed as the High Representative for Infrastructure Development in Africa. Chairperson of the African Union Commission, Musa Faki Mahamat, says the appointment is in line with the continental body's drive to expedite the integration of the continent through infrastructure in order to promote economic growth and sustainable development. He will also support the Commission and NEPAD initiatives to encourage increased commitment from development partners. Odinga previously served as a Minister for Energy, Roads, Public Works and Housing. And then finally, Russia has condemned US plans to withdraw from a Cold War-era nuclear weapons treaty and has threatened to retaliate for a very dangerous step. On Saturday, President Donald Trump said that he intended to terminate the three-decade-old 1987 Intermediate-Range Nuclear Forces Treaty, as Russia had been violating it for many years. The deal banned ground-launched medium-range missiles with a range of between 500 and 5,500 kilometers. Analysts say abandoning the treaty negotiated by US President Ronald Reagan and Soviet leader Mikhail Gorbachev would mark a significant setback for arms control. Well, that was your 7 o'clock news update. Here's another look at what's happening in the world of sport with Graham.
Locally in rugby, the 2018 Currie Cup final will be contested by the Sharks and Western Province after both teams won their respective semi-finals over the weekend. At the Newland Stadium in Cape Town, Western Province beat the Bulls in a nail-biter by 35 points to 32. After extra time, the Bulls could have won it after scoring a last-minute try, but Manila Box conversion went wide. In the other semi-final, the Sharks looked very strong, beating the Lions by 33 points to 24 in Durbs. Then locally in football, SuperSport United and Kaizer Chiefs both survived a round one exit scare in the Telkom Knockout Cup. That came yesterday as they needed penalty victories over Polokwane City and Black Leopards, respectively. At the Soweto Stadium, Ryan Moon scored the winning penalty to hand Chiefs that 4-2 victory over Black Leopards after the 90 minutes plus extra time had finished at 1-1. Elsewhere, SuperSport beat Polokwane 6-5 on penalties. Pirates, they managed to down Chipper 1-0, while Sundown saw off Bloem Celtic 1-0 as well. Staying with the beautiful game, Chelsea maintained their unbeaten start in the Premier League thanks to a comeback 2-all draw with Manchester United on Saturday. Leading 2-1, United looked on course to record their first win at Stamford Bridge in 7 games, but Ross Barkley came up with a last-minute equaliser to see the points shared. Now, other EPL results over the weekend: Man City crushed Burnley 5-0. Liverpool edged out Huddersfield 1-0, while Tottenham, they took the London derby 1-0 over West Ham. And then finally in tennis, not what we expected, as South Africa have been relegated to Group 2 of the Africa-Europe zone in the Davis Cup. That was after their 4-0 loss to Portugal in Lisbon over the weekend. On Friday, South Africa's #1 player Lloyd Harris lost in straight sets to Pedro Sousa. That was before Nick Scholz lost by the same margin to João Sousa. On Saturday in the doubles, Raven Klaasen and Rowan Roos, they did show some fight back in their 2-1 loss, but the tie was already over by the time Philip Henning went down 2-0 in that final game. Touch on those headlines again in a half hour.
Just after 7 o'clock, let's quickly take another look at your roads. It's a nice and windy morning down in the mother city. Some berg winds and very hot temperatures expected. So from the get-go, make sure that you stay hydrated going into your Monday. With regards to your traffic in the Western Cape Table View, the My City Bus service has entered into its second week of strikes, operating with limited services on routes. This is causing very heavy delays in Table View. Please allow for some extra travel time and find an alternative mode of transport this morning. And then just a quick Cape Town train line update. On the Central Line, trains are temporarily suspended. That's between Lunga and the Captain's Clip due to community protest action in Philippi. Commuters are advised to use alternative modes of transport this morning. So just be aware of those two. If you are heading out on the roads this morning, please make sure you drive with care and reach your destination safely. Right now, let's get straight into your weather and your temperatures for your Monday. And we've asked to see some of your pictures showing us what it looks like in your parts of the world. And we want to say thank you to Mklengi Ayanda, who sent us a phenomenal sunrise picture taken from a beach beach there in Durban, KwaZulu-Natal. Glengie, thank you very much. It looks stunning. What a way to wake up. But you can expect partly cloudy conditions reaching a maximum of 21 degrees going into your Monday. Appreciate your picture and continue sending those pictures to us. Post them on our Expresso Morning Show SABC3 Facebook page, and we'll gladly share them with the nation right here on your Feel Good Breakfast Show. Your temperatures, Polokwane starting off on 8 minimum, reaching a high of 21 degrees later on today. Mbombela 9 and a high of 22. Pretoria starting off on 9 minimum, reaching a high of 24. Johannesburg 8 and a high of 23. Mahikeng 11, 23. Klerksdorp starting off on 11 minimum, your maximum 26 degrees. Kimberley 13, 27. Bloemfontein 9, 25. Richards Bay 11, 21. Pietermaritzburg 7 and a high of 21 degrees. Durban 15, 21. Mthatha 6, 24. East London starting off on 15 minimum with the maximum 22 and a chance of some showers. Cradock 9th and a high of 30. Port Elizabeth 15 minimum with a maximum 22. George 19, 27. Sutherland 12 minimum with a maximum 25, also with some rain expected. Cape Town 20 minimum with a maximum 32. Worcester 16, 33. Springbok 16, 28 with rain expected, and some rain forecast for Uppington as well. Starting off on a minimum of 15, reaching a high of 27 degrees. That's a wrap of your weather and your temperatures as well as your traffic. We'll have another update for you in half an hour's time.
Thank you so much, Mr. Straightom. Time for us to make another lucky viewer a winner this morning. Now, you know what we've been doing. We've had one lucky spin so far with our Expresso Morning Show loot.co.za wheel. We've got a number of prizes, but the only way you can get into the mix is by downloading the loot.co.za app, making sure you're registered to it. Send us a screen grab to 071 640 6551. And who knows, we could be calling you just like we're calling Vivian from Durban this morning. Good morning, Vivian.
Hi, good morning, Leanne.
How are you this morning?
Oh, fantastic. Great news this morning for me.
I'm so good. Like, listen, do you know what the prizes are this morning? Do you have an idea of what's up for grabs?
Well, yes, there are two items that I like on the list there.
Okay, what are they?
It's actually the air fryer for my wife. She's been dying for this.
Very nice.
And also, there's the Dolce Gusto coffee maker.
Vivid, do you know how many people love that coffee maker? That coffee maker is lit today.
I'm sure.
Okay, I'm also going to tell you that new to the loot this morning, we've just added it, is a Fragram petrol pole pruner valued at 2,699 Rand. So the prizes are pretty legit. I'm going to give this a spin. Vivian, are you ready?
I'm ready, Leanne. Make sure it's number 7 and 8.
Okay, number 7 and 8. I'm gonna give it a rub. Okay, giving it a rub for you. All right, here we go. In 3, 2, 1. Let's see what Vivian from Durban gets spinning the wheel. I'm holding thumbs for you. I really am. There we go. It is just past the 7 and 8, and it's getting through. Oh, it's coming back. It is coming back. Will it land on the one that you wanted? Let me tell you, it's still a pretty legit one. There are people that would really like to win this. It's a Sennheiser wireless over-ear Bluetooth headphones valued at 2,705 Rand. Vivian, congratulations.
Thank you so much, Leanne and the team.
It's a pleasure. Have an amazing day, and regards to the wife as well.
Thank you so much. Bye.
Oh, man, we love making people's day right here on Expresso Morning Show and loot.co.za. So keep on making sure that you download loot.co.za, register, send us a screen grab to 071 640 6551. And who knows, I could be spinning this with you on the line a little bit later on.
Well done, Vivian. All the best of luck to those of you entering. Keep on it. We've got some awesome prizes to give it away. So this particular company has done on-demand taxis, on-demand food. Now they're looking at on-demand staffing. Will it work? We'll find out from Brian Smith after the break.
Oh, wow. Changing the game. Also still coming up after the break, we're doing more obstacle course training with Rudy. Stay with us.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Happy birthday, a very happy birthday to you.
Hey, welcome back to your feel-good breakfast show, Expresso on SABC3. It's birthday time, and every day millions of people all over the world celebrate their birthdays. So we welcome today, it's the 22nd of October. We thought, let's give a birthday shout out to some of our viewers and some of my favorite
Yeah, the real
celebrities,
superstars out there, man. And we love you guys so much for sending through pics, especially when it's people who are close to you. So we'd like to thank Talisha Honey, who is going to wish her daughter, Aurora, a very happy birthday. There is her gorgeous family. I love that. Hello, Aurora. She is going to be a designer, according to her mom, and she turns 11 today. So Talisha left a message for her as well. Happy birthday, our darling daughter and sister. We love you lots, like Jetty Tots. May the year ahead bring you everything you hope for. That's very... She looks like a little Jetty Tot.
Yeah, you can tell.
Happy
She's
birthday,
quite the jelly
Aurora.
tot in the family. Well, also celebrating her birthday today is Mpom Sebene Rangwaku. She says she loves the show and would love a birthday shout out from us. Here we go. Mpo, there you are. Happy birthday, and we hope that you have a fantastic day.
And then we connect with Mpumalelo, who would like to wish her mom a happy birthday. And she didn't give us her name, but we hope you have a fabulous rest of your day wherever you are. And if your daughter is Mpumalelo, then just thank her. Hug her regardless.
Yeah.
But happy birthday.
And happy birthday to you. And if you would like us to give you a call on your birthday, thank you so much, Princess, or celebrate with you, why don't you send us an email, birthdays@kadova.tv, and don't forget to include your contact details and a picture and name of person celebrating their birthday. Make sure to send us information ahead of time so we can call your loved ones and make their day extra special, right?
Yeah, man, and happy birthday. If we haven't mentioned you this morning, we love you.
Guys, the name is Mom. It's Mama. Mama. Happy birthday, Mama. Well, it's time to inspire you right now on this Monday morning. Now, of course, there's no two ways about it. When you go through hard times, you do, at the end of the day, grow and become stronger. Yeah. Now, one young boy who had to go through very tough times, in fact, more than any 10-year-old should ever have to do, is one Jed Kagan.
And I got to meet Jed. He's absolutely amazing. His experience showed so much character and heart and generosity, not only in himself, but in his mother who went through the ordeal with him as well, that we knew we just had to bring you their story. In September 2016, 10-year-old Jed Kagan was diagnosed with complex regional pain syndrome, a disease that left him in excruciating pain. He became only the 10th child in Africa to be successfully treated for the rare disease. Afterwards, Jed, along with his mother, decided to raise awareness about CRPS. Enter Jeddy Teddy, a handmade teddy bear with a really great backstory, but an even greater purpose.
What makes Jed our Mandela Monday hero is the brilliant way that he and his mom, Shana Kagan, came up with to help others beat this disease.
Shana, Jed, thank you so much for inviting us into your home. It's so wonderful to be here amidst this mountain of beautiful teddies. So, Shana, I'm going to start off with you. Tell us more about Jeddy Teddy. How did it all begin?
Jeddy Teddy began when Jed was very ill in hospital, and we tried to find him some cure for his disease, which was called CRPS, chronic regional pain syndrome, very rare disease in children. And what we realized was that Red Cross was one of the only hospitals in the world that actually could treat the children with this disease. And they managed to give us our child whole, and so we decided to make a teddy a day for the Red Cross patients.
Jed, you are such an inspiration. You've come through a really long and painful road. What's this experience been like for you?
This experience was insane. At one point, I didn't ever think I was going to get better, but then the next stage, I'm better and speaking to you guys and making Jeddy Teddies.
And what was it like handing out the teddy bears for the very first time?
It felt incredible. This project that we've started, that we are now giving away to raise awareness about this disease, feels amazing.
Shana, how does it all work from making the teddy bears to distributing them?
We make the teddy bears right here. We have a whole group of volunteers that come. Mostly on a Thursday. We call them the grabber grannies because, yeah, most of them are over 90. And then we put labels on them, and then often we send them out to kids all over the world who actually are suffering from CRPS. Their moms send the details to us, and we post them, or else we sell them locally.
Knowing what they're essential parts of has been hugely rewarding for members of Jetty Teddy's Grab a Grand project, like Sally Shapiro.
This project has done a tremendous amount for me because I'm doing it for charity, and it's to see Jed grow up as beautifully as he is. I'm very pleased to be associated with Jetty Teddy.
Jed, he's got a big heart. As much as he's young, he's 12 years old, but his heart is very big. He cares for the other people and for the other children. I don't know how many children has he already helped them with this disease. My wish for him to become as an ambassador of the Crips disease.
Jed, you're 12 years old now. What keeps you motivated to keep making these teddy bears and to help others?
I just want to carry on spreading awareness about this disease because it's such a rare disease and so many children around the world just don't get helped. And I was fortunate enough that Red Cross were literally at our doorstep, so I could just go there.
Via the contact details on screen, you can join our Mandela Monday hero Jed and his team in changing the lives of children who could use your help.
Very inspirational indeed. Right now we are back with Rudy Witkowski this morning with some obstacle course training, racing. It's, you know what?
It's all one in the same.
It's all in there because, I mean, this weekend, it's a big weekend at Ski After Dark Invasion Zombie Festival taking place. There's a nice little obstacle course as part of it. Rudy's organising it.
Anyway.
You're going to get wet anyways. Listen, so we're just giving you some practical tips that you can do to train like an obstacle course racer. If you haven't done it before, it's just quite fun. It's outdoors, which is amazing, and it involves the entire body, basically.
That's the nice thing, yeah. Like it's not just running, it's not just cardio. It's physical, it's fun, it's everything combined in one in terms of fitness.
We like that. Okay, dude.
So today we're going to mimic a little obstacle course style training again, as we did in the first segment.
And I mean, this is also great because this type of training you can incorporate in your daily routine. Exactly. If you are going to go to the gym or if you want to do home workouts, the stuff that you can do, which is amazing.
So today we're going to imitate uphill running. So I'm going to tie you at the back. Don't worry, you're not doing anything hectic. And you're going to run
which way?
You're running uphill.
Okay. Right there.
Can you feel that?
It's working.
So he's basically going uphill all the time. Uphill, uphill. For 3, 2, 1, relax.
All right. Well, I love this type of training because, I mean, you don't need a lot of space.
You don't.
And you can tie that if you're alone, which is good. You can tie it.
And the nice thing now, another one we call the frog push-up. You'll place your hands on the tires, and this will mimic all your body movements that you'll be doing on the day.
Okay.
You're first going to do a push-up, and you're going to lean back. Push-up, lean back with your buttocks, and using your arms, your legs, your buttocks, everything. This is what you'll be doing on the day. If you're running uphill with a tire, you'll be doing all sorts of things.
Right.
Just for 3, 2, 1, and back.
Nice, I like that. Good, I like it because what I like about it, it is almost like I want to call it holistic and functional movement. It involves the entire body, which I love. Okay.
And the nice thing as well, what we're going to do, because we have 2 different races, only fair, we're going to separate them.
Okay.
Make it even.
Got it.
And normally you're running uphill as well, and you're holding heavy obstacles.
Yeah.
So I think you and I, we're going to do a little challenge. We're going to hold both the weights up, placing your left hand, which is always your weaker hand.
Yeah, that's why I'm...
And we're just going to hold, and so you can hold for the longest.
All right. So this is part of it.
This will normally happen on the day. We'll be running uphill, holding things, and you really got to hold and hold and hold.
So this is great. I mean, we can be here all morning. Really.
Exactly.
You know.
How's your arms feeling?
That's good. That's good. Yeah. It's a little bit shaky, but it's good. You know, this windy morning, but I think it's great, man. Listen quickly. Where can people get the details again?
AfterDarkInvasion.com, or you can go into After Dark Invasion Instagram or the Facebook page, and you can purchase tickets directly there or entry Ninja.
Just like that. Getting to your obstacle course racing is exploding in South Africa. People love it. That's your fitness unity and your Feel Good Breakfast Show. We can keep going all morning, really.
All morning.
really. Nice one. Thanks, dude.
Cool.
Appreciate it.
3, 2, 1.
I won.
Well, on a hot day, there really isn't much that beats a healthy summer salad. And for those of us on the go, a salad in a jar is the perfect way to make that beautiful weekday lunch. Now, this morning, we're making, because I'm going to stand by and watch, a summer salad jar using the healthiest oils and mayonnaise on the market due to their ratio of healthy fatty acids, Be Well lemon-flavored canola oil, and Be Well's thick and creamy mayo. So let's get our salad on.
Yeah, first things first. When I'm in the kitchen, I always just...
You just like to put it over
yeah,
there? Okay.
Makes it feel more official, and like then you're always ready to just have your fingers.
But in life in general, you're used to having a napkin over your shoulder nowadays.
This is also true. Burping missions are there. It's just like a standard accessory these days. But anyway, yeah, great ingredients as you said. Right now, we're going to start off with some apple cider vinegar.
Alrighty.
And to it, we'll add some whole grain mustard.
Nice.
So as you said, this is a great way of ensuring that you can actually get all of your healthy
veggies
in your salad every week. And then so to that, I'm actually going to use the, you know what, it's fine, I was going to use this little spoon, but what I actually wanted was a proper tablespoon.
Oh, okay.
So
no
I'll
worries.
go like,
Just
let's say 4.
Make 4. More.
Yeah.
And what I love about the mayo is it's so delicious, rich, creamy, subtle flavors that don't overpower the other flavors as well. Very high in omega-3, which is really great.
And fully vegan as well, so if you're looking to master that
looks so
plant-based
good.
living, then
I feel
you're
like
off to a good start. Well, I'll give it to you to lick afterwards.
Okay, cool.
And then we will... then we're going to add our Be Well canola zesty lemon, as you said.
Our
we're gonna,
flavored oils.
So you would go with 4 tablespoons of this. So obviously I'm just going to try and... You know what? I'm going to use my eyes just to kind of measure... Because you want it to be a salad dressing consistency, right?
You are on the level. Now you just cook, you just use your eyes to measure.
Yeah, absolutely.
Talking about the zest, the oils, we've got cheeky chili, zesty lemon, and simply garlic. And of course, those oils just help enhance the flavor of food and just take it to that whole next level.
So just work this in a bit. So this will form the base of your salad dressing at the end of the day. And some people like it a bit more... You know, the consistency to be a bit more, well...
And do you know what I love about making your own salad dressing is you know exactly what's in there.
Yeah, absolutely.
Cool! There we go. It's all in the wrist, Kat. It's all in the wrist.
Oh, man. You talk about thick and creamy. Come on now. There we go.
Just keep on keep on adding.
No, don't worry.
It's also great taste, very affordable, and you can use it for a diverse range of meals. The keyword, of course, is Be Well. SMS that to 33728. We'll gladly send you the ingredients list and the link to this recipe, and you could be making a salad in a jar that goes a long way and just makes life so much easier.
Yeah, so here's the trick now when you're stacking it up. You want to start off first with your salad dressing.
Okay.
Because depending on what time of the day you're going to have it and how long since you've made it, you want to keep all the heaviest ingredients at the bottom and the lightest at the top, which you mind just helping out there. So you'll start off with your salad dressing. That forms a nice base at the bottom there. That should be nice and enough. Do you want to give it a taste there? Yeah?
Oh, it's zesty.
Yeah?
So good.
There we go. So then you're going to go, I'm going to put this down here. We're going to go with our olives. You're going to get those nicely at the bottom. I'm going to go with our tomatoes, get them in as many healthy ingredients as you can.
Yes.
So I'm going to use my hands if you don't mind.
It's wonderful.
There we go. That's good.
So you've got some sun-dried tomatoes there as well.
Indeed.
Tomatoes
there we go.
2 ways.
There we go. Then some pumpkin seeds, if you will. Just let them spread around a little.
Our salad's going to have everything. It's going to have crunch and texture.
Baby spinach, great ingredient right now. And some rocket as well.
Yeah.
It's fantastic for smoothies. I just have it with everything.
Oh, this is looking so good.
Absolutely.
I'm
so
here
you're
for
gonna
this.
just get it all in there. And the cool thing about this is you can make like 3 of them.
Yeah.
Because you want to keep it in the fridge as well.
Wonderful.
And then you can have it over, you know, to ensure that over a period of a week you have your fair share.
And how long can one of them last?
They can last for about 3 days.
Okay, beautiful.
Yeah. Okay, and then the lightest ingredients on top, just like that. You don't even have to fuss too much. Because presentation-wise, once you get to the eating of it, you're literally going to flip your bottle around, shake it up, and then allow it to just cascade
like what we've got there.
onto your bowl. And there you have it. Salad in a jar.
Look at you.
Voila.
Voila. Magnifique. Absolutely amazing. SMS Be Well to 33728. We'll gladly send you the link to the recipe and the ingredients list, and you could be making this yourself. And it looks, so delicious. Of course, you can also make sure that you download the Smart Choice Cookbook with Cancer and Be Well. All you have to do is download it for free at bewell.co.za/cookbook, and you will make sure that you have all access to these amazing recipes. And this is why we have him here. We have him because not only does he cook, but he cleans his work surface as well. Amazing.
You've still got a little bit of baby's milk there, just on that one shoulder, man.
I'm a fan. I'm officially a fan. I love someone that cleans up after themselves.
You know, man. I mean, that really does look delicious. Then we're going to take the quickest of breaks. We've been talking about it a bit this morning because it's really interesting. On-demand staffing. What will it mean for freelancer industries, for people looking for work? Will it actually work? Brian Smith is going to help us unpack it all in our Tech Daily Update.
Also, when we come back, a firm favorite on our show here, Tumi Morake. She's got a brand new book out, and then Mama Said. You'll hear all about it after the break, so stay with us.
Clover Crush, 100% pure fruit juice packed with vitamins and no added sugar. Crush, your daily dose of goodness. Now also available in long life. Crush is spreading goodness by giving away 20,000 pairs of school shoes. Grab a Crush C-Pack for details and stand a chance to win 1 million rand in prizes. Pass the goodness to a friend to also win. Share the goodness by nominating a school to receive school shoes.
Made with love by Clover.
Last 2 stories. No, 3 stories.
Somebody calling me? Say my name, say my name. Stand by, shh. 5, 4, 3, 2.
And Africa's youngest billionaire, Mohamed Dewji, who was snatched off the street outside a luxury hotel in Tanzania a week ago, has returned home safely, police said on Saturday. Police said that Dewji was abandoned by his kidnappers in the house where he was held. He was unarmed, apart from bruises on his hands and feet where they were tied. The Dewji family offered a $440,000 reward for any information regarding his capture. Dewji, who, according to Forbes, has a fortune of $1.5 billion, is expected to address the media later today. And Kenya's opposition leader, Raila Odinga, has been appointed as the High Representative for Infrastructure Development in Africa. Chairperson of the African Union Commission, Musa Faki Mohammed, says the appointment is in line with the Continental's body drive to expedite the integration of the continent through infrastructure in order to promote economic growth and sustainable development. He will also support the Commission and NEPAD initiatives to encourage increased commitment from development partners. Odinga previously served as a Minister for Energy, Roads, Public Works and Housing. And Russia has condemned U.S. plans to withdraw from a Cold War-era nuclear weapons treaty and has threatened to retaliate for a very dangerous step. On Saturday, President Donald Trump said he intended to terminate the 3-decade-old 1987 Intermediate-Range Nuclear Forces Treaty, as Russia had been violating it for many years. The deal banned ground-launched medium-range missiles with a range between 500 and 5,500 kilometers. Analysts say abandoning the treaty negotiated by U.S. President Ronald Reagan and Soviet leader Mikhail Gorbachev would mark a significant setback for arms control. And that's where we leave your news headlines on your Feel Good Breakfast Show for the Africa Channel.
7.
Sure, what a rush.
It's my Feel Good Breakfast Show.
Welcome back. It's a Monday morning and we're live, large and in charge on your Feel Good Breakfast Show. Thanks for starting the week off with us. Let's give you a quick update on some tech news right now. It seems like Google, or Uber rather, is taking over the world. Google already has done that. Now, Uber is testing an on-demand business, staffing business called Uber Works, and the service will make it possible for businesses then to be able to hire short-term staffers. And Brian is here to explain exactly how this is possible, the opportunity in this kind of business model, and what Uber is actually trying to do. What's the big mission here?
So that's definitely the talk in the Tech Town this week. This is a pretty interesting report, and this, for parity, is coming ahead of Uber's plans to become a public company, so listed shares on international exchanges. What's pretty interesting is that Uber's probably most well known to South Africans and people around the world as the rider-hailing app, where you can tap a button, get a ride, a taxi at convenience. Now they're essentially expanding this business model in a number of different ways, and one of those ways might be expanding to an online staff hiring tool. So, for example, hiring people for temporary positions, such as short-term contractual jobs, jobs, or perhaps hiring for a service on demand. So, for example, if you're a plumber or electrician, you may be able to use this platform.
Oh, wow. It's changing the game in a huge way. But what does it mean for businesses and freelancers potentially?
Super. So specifically for Uber, this is now an extension of sort of their product categories or their services that they bring to market. Specifically for companies, this might mean a far cheaper, more affordable, more convenient way to hire freelancers or service providers at a tap of a button rather than go through a recruiting agency or something similar to that. So essentially cutting out the middleman, so to speak. Hopefully for employees seeking a short-term job, this will mean greater convenience. It won't mean uploading a CV to every which location or again going through a recruitment agency. So there's a lot of potential for what we call disruption here, which is really exciting.
What I want to know, and we'll get to the last question just now, is that at the rate that Uber is growing and now it's diversifying into different business sectors, is there anyone or any way anyone can catch up? Taxify is trying to do that in South Africa, trying to match up. Is there a space for anybody else to catch up and essentially duplicate what they're doing so successfully? Because you can't imagine a hailing ride service easier than what Uber operates.
Definitely, that's an excellent question. So specifically to your point, we do see a number of companies trying to iterate on Uber's business model, but we haven't really seen anything try to carbon copy it exactly. Specifically, what I think we'll see are perhaps what we can call a decentralized basis or bunch of services in the future attempt to copy this business model. At the moment, however, I don't think it's feasible for a company to quickly grow and expand to Uber's position within the next 5 years. But the future is always in motion.
And especially if they're going to list.
Definitely.
Yeah, it seems they're always sort of setting the tone for everyone else then following, because they do the work of doing the research and finding that gap and establishing that market, and then everybody else follows to that.
Definitely, and that's what we see often repeated through our technology companies, is that for one will develop a proprietary service or product, and then thereafter we see what's called a lot of iteration, where different companies will trial a similar kind of service, perhaps with a different focus, and we might all end up using the competitor's product eventually because it may be better. But there's definitely always a forerunner that trials new and interesting technology.
Google Drive, anyone? Maybe? No? Brian, thanks so much, man. Always appreciate your time and expertise. You can follow Brian at Brian Smith SA for more tech talk. And of course, let us know which stories from the tech world have caught your attention. Let us know using hashtag Expresso Show. Right now, time for the news headlines.
In the national news, Minister of Finance Tito Mboweni says South Africa's approach to tackling economic issues has not changed since the 1980s, even though society's structure has fundamentally changed. The Jesus Dominion International Church, of which controversial rape-accused Nigerian pastor Timothy Omotosho is the founder, was the target of enraged protesters on the weekend. On the international front, Kenya's opposition leader Raila Odinga has been appointed as the High Representative for Infrastructure Development in Africa. And finally, Russia has condemned US plans to withdraw from a Cold War-era nuclear weapons treaty and has threatened to retaliate for a very dangerous step. Well, that was your 7:30 news update. I'll have another full bulletin for you at the top of the hour.
In rugby locally, the 2018 Currie Cup final will be contested by the Sharks and Western Province. That was after both teams won their respective semi-finals over the Lions and Bulls on Saturday. In football locally, round one of the Telkom Knockout Cup took place this weekend. Kaizer Chiefs beat Black Leopards 4-2 on penalties. Pirates down Chipper 1-0, while Sundowns also scraped through 1-0 against Bloem Celtic. A little further afield, Chelsea maintained their unbeaten start in the Premier League thanks to a comeback 2-2 draw with Manchester United on Saturday. In other results, Man City looking very strong, crushed Burnley 5-0, while Liverpool edged out Huddersfield 1-0. And then a bit of a turn for the books. In tennis, South Africa have been relegated to Group 2 of the Africa-Europe zone. That's in the Davis Cup after their 4-0 loss to Portugal in Lisbon this weekend. We'll expand on those headlines one last time on the top of the hour.
But let's quickly take another look at what's happening out on the roads. It's your Monday morning, starting in Gauteng, Alberton. There's congestion on the N3 northbound. That's between Leondale Road and the Heidelberg Road exit. The average traveling speed is around 20 kilometers per hour with delays of up to 15 minutes. And staying in Gauteng, Linwood, there's been an accident on the N1 northbound. That's between Denny Road and Rigel Avenue. Delays can be expected in the area, so please just keep a lookout for that. That's what we have for you in terms of your traffic and your roads. If you're still heading out on the roads this morning, please drive drive with care. Getting straight into your weather right now, and we've asked you to see some of your beautiful pictures, maybe a sunrise picture showing us what it looks like in your part of the world. And Russell Booth sent us this bold beachfront sunrise. Love it. And that's from Kebe in the Wild Coast, where pleasantly warm conditions can be expected, reaching a maximum of 21 degrees. Looks absolutely stunning. Thank you very much, Russell. Hope you enjoy your Monday, my friend. But continue sending those pictures. We'd love to see. Post them on our Expresso Morning Show SABC3 Facebook page. Your temperatures going into your Monday morning. Polokwane starting off on 8 minimum, reaching a high of 21 degrees. Mbombela 9.22, Pretoria 9.24, Johannesburg 8 minimum, reaching a high of 23 degrees. Mahikeng 11.23, Klerksdorp 11.26, Kimberley 13.27, Bloemfontein starting off on 9 minimum, reaching a high of 25, Richards Bay 11.21, Pietermaritzburg 7 minimum, reaching a high of 21 degrees, Durban 15.21, Mthatha 6 minimum, your maximum 24, East London 15.22 with some rain expected, George starting off on 9 minimum, your maximum 30, Port Elizabeth 15.22, George 19.27, Sutherland 12 minimum, reaching a high of 25 degrees with some rain expected, Cape Town 20.32, Worcester 16.33, Springbok 16 minimum, reaching a high of 28, and Uppington on 15, your maximum 27 degrees. That wraps up your weather and your temperatures as well as your traffic for the 7:30 bulletin. I'll have a final update for you at the top of the hour.
Well, season 5 of Winner Home is in full swing, and in this week's episode, Capitec opens the door competition. You can stand a chance of winning a beautiful Temper Sensation Supreme Queen bed set valued at 50,000 Rand. Now, being a memory foam mattress, the Temper Sensation conforms to your body, relieving pressure points and giving you the most comfortable night's sleep in all sleep positions. Temper brought to you by Venkasa, the world's leaders in sleep, with the widest range of pillows, motorized adjustable sleep bases, and sleep accessories. Hello.
Yeah.
Hi. Welcome to the show.
No, because
Okay.
it works in all positions. I just need to make sure I can hit all the angles. That's good. That's good. All right, so to enter, all you need to do is visit privateproperty.co.za/winnerhome and then vote for your favorite design duo. And by entering, not only could you power your sleep with this new Temper mattress range, but you also stand a chance of winning a fully decorated luxury home valued at over 3 million Rand.
And spooning?
3.
Want to try that next?
As in, like, as a part of the prize?
I don't know why I feel so tired. I mean, it's an awesome prize, but I feel like I could just drift off.
Because you
But
almost need a nap with the bed in studio.
Buddy, and this is the one studio where we can, but you better not take a nap at home. And then Mama said words that set Tumi Moraka's life alive and alight, and I think they'll do the same for you. We're going to take you to the launch of her brand new book. It sounds awesome.
Also, young local designer David Chabalala, he's got a brand new collaboration you want to know about. So stay with your Feel Good Breakfast show after the break.
There's 40 winks, so I'm just going to...
Obesity, the #1 health risk pets face. More than 50% of pets are overweight or obese. Just one slice of toast to a dog equals one whole burger to a human. Take your pet for a free check today. Hills Pet Nutrition, transforming lives.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Enjoy full fruit flavor in Ceylon or green tea varieties of Manhattan iced tea. Made with love by Clover.
A very good morning and welcome back to the show. It's a Monday morning. Now, designer and illustrator David Chabalala, aka Slaying Goliath, is slaying much more than just Goliath. Now, you've probably come across his illustrations on social media that have inspired, or that are inspired by, the compelling world of pop culture and center around societal issues. Now, this has earned him much popularity, increasing not only social media following as well, but the influence and impact that he has. And he joins us in studio to chat about his latest collaboration and how Manhattan iced tea has changed challenged a few creatives out there to design something unique and inspired by the brand new rooibos flavors, lemon and mixed berry. Great to have you here, David. How are you doing, man?
Good, thanks. How are you?
Very, very well, man. Slaying Goliath. Where did that name come from? How did you get that name? I know that you've dubbed yourself the modern day Zapiro.
Well, I haven't dubbed myself that, but it's a huge honor. I look up to people like Zapiro, especially in my line of work as a graphic designer. Obviously, my name is David, so from the Bible stories, I think it sort of works out. It says I overcome a lot, I conquer challenges, and I think it just worked as a nickname.
Yeah. So, very interesting collaboration. I mean, we're looking at your work right now with Mogal, yes. How exactly did you begin when you got the brief then from Clover Manhattan iced tea, and they're like, listen, we need you to do something really unique that is inspired by what's going on right now? Where do you even begin?
I love this collaboration because I just went with my style. I went with what I do, what I love, what people resonate with. So including the brand in that wasn't that like difficult. And I think Manhattan as a brand, it really inspires me because of the bright colors, like the flavors. It wasn't so much of a challenge. I think the brand like resonates with my style and just the way I work.
I mean, we're looking at you work right over there. Take me through the creative process, especially as you relive the moment you're looking at what you're doing there. What is going on in your mind? What are you thinking?
I think the creative process starts way before I get on the computer. It's the world around me. It's Bomo girl doing things in their lives, and I take that, I translate it into my style. So the design process starts away from the computer. It's the world around me, like the colors, the sound, the textures, and then I bring that into my work.
Yeah, man, that's beautiful stuff, man. So you're known also on social media. Obviously, you've got a massive social media following and audience out there. Why do you think it's important for South African creatives to collaborate with big brands on creative campaigns like this?
I think it gives you credibility. I mean, graphic design by nature is a commercial art form. We do these pretty things, but it's also for money. It's also for brands to like jump on. And I think in this day and age, it's no longer about the huge agency doing work for a brand. Anyone, because of social media, any graphic designer or artist has the power. Perfect time to be an artist, more specifically a graphic designer in South Africa.
When you look at people like Zapiro and the impact he's had with his work, what kind of impact do you want to have?
Definitely the same and more. And I think because of social media, I can reach a much wider audience. Literally, like, the world is like my oyster. Like, someone in America is my fan, for instance, because of social media. The Zapiro comparison is a bit, it's like so much pressure, but...
Take it, man, own it.
But I love to meet him, man, I love commenting on what's happening like right now through my work.
Yeah, that's what's inspiring right now. So, your favorite Manhattan iced tea rooibos flavor?
I love the lemon. I love the zesty taste,
My kind of man. My kind of man right there. Now, listen, we have good news because one lucky viewer out there stands a chance to win an illustrator David Chabalala's limited edition tote bag that he designed, inspired by one of the new Clover Manhattan rooibos flavors. Now, the competition will run on Clover Manhattan Iced Tea's social media pages, and there'll be numerous posts on which you can enter according to the different entry mechanisms. Each competition post will state exactly how you need to enter, so get onto those pages and get entering. The competition runs from the 15th of October to midnight the 28th of October, so make sure you don't miss out. Thanks so much, my brother.
Thanks for having me.
Move out.
Sure.
Enjoy full fruit flavor in Ceylon or green tea varieties of Manhattan iced tea. Made with love by Clover.
All right, friends, we're back with our regular Guess Who game. In this game, we've deliberately blurred out an image of someone really, really famous and popular. Everybody knows this person. But we want to get your brain working really fast on a Monday morning and get you charged up for the brand new week. So we've got some clues for you.
Absolutely. Let's see if you are switched on. Firstly, let's take a look at that blurred picture. Let's see. There it is.
Now that is a blur.
We always say step away from the TV screen and maybe it might become a little bit more clearer. But if not, then here's a couple of clues. So this is a South African DJ, radio host, and a music producer. Right. He was born in Botswana and celebrated his 46th birthday just last week. And now, clear, there already, I know exactly who it is. I'm not going to give this one clue, but I'll tell you this. He's got a very infectious laugh and one of the most recognizable voices on radio. Who are we talking about? You can connect with us on our social media feeds. Always remember that hashtag Expresso Show.
So when a superstar comedian, MC, television host like Tumi Morake says, well-behaved women seldom make history, I think we can believe it, and I think we can understand her wry smile. Well, she's recently helped to spread her word, her words of inspiration, something that she heard from her mother that set her life alight. We were there to cover the launch of what sounds like the most incredible new book.
Tumi Morake is a name that has explored various avenues within the entertainment industry, from first bursting onto the scene as a comedian to hosting shows on both radio and television, and even dabbling in acting. There's absolutely no doubt that she is a busy lady. And tonight she gets to add one more accolade, that of author, to a very impressive, already built CV. Tumi, why did you decide to write this book now in this time of your life and career?
Hey, sometimes it's time. I'd always wanted to write a book. No better time than now. I'd been planning on writing a book. And when the opportunity came, I jumped on it.
And Then Mama Said is a very striking title. Talk to me about the inspiration behind it.
So what inspired it is my mother was not a conventional mom in many ways. Like her honesty with me, her bluntness with me just resonates even now after she's passed. And I also find myself quoting her a lot, which I think a lot of people can relate to, where you start sounding like your mother, you start sounding like your father.
I must ask you, what did you find most challenging about the writing process?
I think the biggest challenge was the schedule, because I'm busy. You know, a lot of us will say we're busy, but I mean, for me, I have a friend who saw my calendar and literally asked me how I don't have a panic attack when I look at it. So it was fitting that in and still trying to have a normal life.
A full house turned out for the launch, emceed and hosted by fellow South African wit Anele Mdoda. There's much faith from Tumi's publisher and how her live humour will translate to the page.
I've chosen not to make myself exclusive. So no matter how big I get, no matter if I get that big American deal, I'm still going to make sure I'm one of the people. I'm still going to make sure that someone who sweeps the floor is not uncomfortable to come up to me and hug me. I'm going to make sure that the average person in the street, that schoolgirl with the snotty nose, will still come and want to shake my hand and force their mother to fetch their phone, which doesn't actually have a camera, to take a picture. I'm like, oh, this is awkward. Am I going to SMS you the photo? How's this going to go?
I'll tell you what makes this book so relatable is the fact that it's so simple and it's so normal. I mean, Tumi's been well known for the longest time. She's been running comedy stages. She's been on TV. She acts, she writes, you know Tumi Morake, yet the book is so normal. You know, it's so leveling. There's no famous, not famous. There's no rich, poor. It's leveling. Everything is on the same ground. And with this, it just almost slows time down and says, hey, you're a person. You're normal. How do you feel?
Tumi is an incredible stand-up performer and entertainer because of what she brings to the party. It's not just the superficial layer that many performers can bring. She brings something so much deeper, and she brings a power that so many women in South Africa can really, really learn from in terms of how to unleash.
Gosh, man, I think, look, it's a book about a woman who, you know, fought for something she wanted. And was surrounded by people that loved her, and the positivity of those people is what has driven her and has made her what she is today.
You know, she's a powerhouse and she's so multifaceted
That's what I love about her. And she's brave and she's daring. And that kind of courage gives a lot of us inspiration.
How do you feel having everyone here tonight celebrating your new baby?
I really don't know how to feel. I honestly don't know how to feel. This reminds me of the first time I had a one-man show, and I remember my anxiety the day before being, why would people spend that amount of money just to see me? And that was the big anxiety, and then I filled the room 2 days in a row. So I think for this one, it's that thing of, are they gonna come? Or are they saying they're coming so that it looks nice on social media and to make me feel good? And what am I going to say to these people? Because I know how much I've said in the book.
What do you want people to take away, and how do you want them to feel when they read this book?
I want them to feel like their dreams are worth pursuing. I want them to feel like they mustn't be afraid to be derailed and look forward to the journey of getting back on track.
Some guests were 30 pages in by the time Tumi signed their copy. Mixed with the wisdom in these pages is the voice of a woman unafraid to say her piece, and it's available in store now.
Writing a book is definitely no small feat, and it's so nice to see so many of our local stars taking ownership of their own stories and taking the leap of faith to do it. On that note, or rather on that letter, here's to some happy bedtime reading.
Oh, that's so exciting. I'm so proud of her. It's about time. Can't wait to delve into that wisdom. We'll still to come after the break on your Feel Good Breakfast Show. You know it's Monday, so we need to talk relationships. And this morning we're asking about what is the deal breaker in your relationship?
It's going to be a big topic. 021-430-9881. That's the number to call if you have a comment or a question or you want to find out something. I don't know. It's going to be a really big one. And then, of course, we are still sitting out or hanging out with South African rock royalty Prime Circle. They are here. They're going to be performing for us once again after the break. Don't miss it.
Now we cool, yeah. Pretty like the sun. Sorry, pardon me. Hey, check, head, you get it. Yeah. When are you bringing out an album?
Dude, jeez. I don't know, my pen isn't working. My pen isn't working right now. Let's lick it, bro. Hey.
Lick the pen.
It'll work. It's the big dream.
Yeah.
Too many dark thoughts.
You get it all out, dude. That's what it's there for.
The world is a movie.
It's my Feel Good Breakfast Show.
Welcome back to your Monday morning Feel Good Breakfast Show edition, hanging out with Prime Circle, and they're sharing music with us. The next song called Pretty Like the Sun.
Oh, pretty like the sun, you burn it up, you burn me up. Oh, ashes I become, I'm all swept up. all the spaces in between. You fill me up, you fill me up. And as the night falls slow, the highs, the lows, the fights, the falls, the back, the forth on this collision course, the ups, the downs, you spin me around. Oh, give me everything you got, give me your life, I'll give you my heart. Oh, our lives can change, oh, our lives can change. Oh, we can have it all. Open your eyes, I'll give you my soul. Oh, our lives can change, our lives can change now. Oh, pretty like the scars, we both have ours, who we are. Oh, show me everything, where you're going, where you've been. Oh, time, it's not too late, I'm standing here, the world can wait. And as the night falls slow, away we go. The highs, the lows, the fights, the falls, the back, the forth on these collision course, the ups, the downs, you spin me around. Oh, give me everything you got, give me your life, I'll give you my heart. Oh, our lives can change, our lives can change. Oh, we can have it all. Open your eyes, I'll give you my soul. Oh, our lives can change, oh, our lives can change now.
Give it up, man. Beautiful stuff, man. All right, listen, if you want to catch them performing live, do make sure you book your tickets. 10th of November, Prime Fest,
Prime
man.
Fest.
Who else can people expect at the first? This is the first ever Prime Fest, and you're going to be doing this for years to come, hopefully. Yeah.
Yeah, man. There's going to be Mafiki Zola's going to be there.
Yo.
My Josie is going to be.
You don't play.
Pelisikar. Good Luck is Martin Bester Band. Rick is going to be there. Ourselves, Timo ODV. So it's an amazing festival. It's something for everybody.
Is there someone else you forgot?
Good Luck.
Good Luck's gonna be there. Oh my word.
Yeah.
I'm feeling like at the end of the fest, like there's gonna be like one massive song and everyone's gonna come on stage. And
I don't know what's gonna happen, but it's gonna be insane. It's gonna be
Dude,
insane.
absolutely. All right. So give us more details. Where exactly is it gonna be? How can we book our tickets to get there?
Yeah, it's on Compu. You can go on to CompuTicket now and book your tickets. Tickets are selling fast. And it's going to be at Casalinga, just outside Joburg there. It's amazing and just a beautiful venue.
Dude, absolutely awesome stuff. You can follow the lads, of course, at Prime_Circle to catch up on all their happenings and goings and doings. And, of course, book those tickets. Details are on your screen right now. We look forward to another live performance from Prime Circle a little bit later on. Right now, it is time for the morning headlines.
In the national news, South Africa's approach to tackling economic issues has not changed since the 1980s, even though society's structure has fundamentally changed, says Finance Minister Tito Mboweni. The new Finance Minister was speaking during the second annual Kader Asmal Memorial Lecture at the Cape Peninsula University of Technology this weekend. He said the education system has not responded to the changed structure of society, with the result that graduates cannot be absorbed into the economy. He encouraged students to consider the example of the German economy, which is dependent on small and medium enterprises. The Jesus Dominion International Church, of which controversial rape-accused Nigerian pastor Timothy Omotosho is the founder, was the target of enraged protesters this weekend. Various political parties and members of the public joined forces in a protest to close the church. ANC Women's League coordinator Nomthombi Maya said they condemn any form of patriarchy and they wish to save the women and girls who are part of the church by closing it. Omotosho, who is being tried on 97 sex-related offences, will appear in the Port Elizabeth High Court again today. Now moving further abroad, Kenya's opposition leader Raila Odinga has been appointed as the High Representative for Infrastructure Development in Africa. Chairperson of the African Union Commission, Musa Faki Mahamad, said the appointment is in line with the continental body's drive to expedite the integration of the continent through infrastructure in order to promote economic growth and sustainable development. He will also support the Commission and NEPAD initiatives to encourage increased commitment from development partners. Odinga previously served as a Minister for Energy, Roads, Public Works and Housing. And then finally, Russia has condemned US plans to withdraw from a Cold War-era nuclear weapons treaty and has threatened to retaliate for a very dangerous step. On Saturday, President Donald Trump said that he intended to terminate the 3-decade-old 1987 Intermediate-Range Nuclear Forces Treaty, as Russia had been violating it for many years. The deal banned ground-launched medium-range missiles with a range of between 500 and 5,500 kilometers. Analysts say abandoning the treaty, negotiated by US President Ronald Reagan and Soviet leader Mikhail Gorbachev, would mark a significant setback for arms control. Well, that was your 8 o'clock news update. Here's a final look at what's happening in the world of sport with Graham.
After a thrilling weekend of rugby, the 2018 Currie Cup final will be contested by the Sharks and Western Province. That was after both teams won their respective semi-finals on Saturday at the Newlands Stadium in Cape Town. Western Province beat the Bulls in a nail-biter, 35 points to 32 after extra time. The Bulls could have won it after scoring a last-minute try, but Mani Lebok's very difficult conversion went wide. In the other semi-final, of course, the Sharks are looking pretty strong, certainly up front, beat the Lions by 33 points to 24 in Derbs. Then locally in football, SuperSport United and Kaizer Chiefs have survived a round 1 exit in the Telkom Knockout Cup yesterday as they needed penalty victories over Polokwane City and Black Leopards, respectively. At the Soweto Stadium, Ryan Moon scored the winning penalty. The Hand Chiefs a 4-2 victory over Black Leopards. That was after 90 minutes plus extra time, finished at 1 apiece. Elsewhere, SuperSport beat Polokwane by 6-5 on penalties. Pirates down Chippa 1-0. Sundowns also ended it in regular time, seeing off Bloem Celtic 1-0. Then staying with the beautiful game, Chelsea have maintained their unbeaten start to the Premier League thanks to a comeback 2-2 draw with Manchester United on Saturday. Leading 2-1, United looked on course to record their first win at Stamford Bridge in 7 games, and Ross Barkley came up with a last-minute equaliser to see the points shared. In our other results coming out of the weekend, Man City crushed Burnley 5-0. Liverpool edged out Huddersfield 1-0, whilst in our feature game right here on 3, Tottenham beat West Ham in the London derby by 1-0. Then a turn for the books in tennis, as South Africa have been relegated to Group 2 of the Africa-Europe zone in the Davis Cup after a 4-0 loss to Portugal in Lisbon this weekend. On Friday, South Africa's #1 ranked Lloyd Harris lost in straight sets to Pedro Sosa. That was before Nick Scholz lost by the same margin to João Sosa. Then on Saturday in the doubles, Raven Klaasen and Ruan Rudolfse, they did show some fight in their 2-1 loss. But the tie was already well and truly over by the time Philip Henning went down 2-0 in that final game. And that's a wrap of our sport for this Monday morning.
But let's quickly take a last look at what's happening out on the roads this morning. Gauteng Diepsloot on the R511, and that's near Riversands Boulevard. There's been an accident involving an overturned taxi, injuring multiple commuters. Please approach there with caution. And staying in Gauteng Benoni, there's been an accident on the N12 westbound after the Snake Road exit. Traffic is bumper to bumper in the area. Please keep a lookout for that and allow for some extra travel time this morning as well. So if you're still heading out on the roads on your Monday morning, please drive with care and reach your destination safely. Right now, getting into your weather and your temperatures for the last time. First and foremost, we'd like to take a moment to say thank you to each and every one of you that shared a couple of pictures with us that showed us what it looks like in your parts of the world. Thank you to Randall Titus for your beautiful orange skyline picture from Bellville South in Cape Town. Randall, thank you very much. Renelle Tonkin for your amazing orange skyline from Durbanville and Cape Town as well. And then Mtlengi Ayanda for your phenomenal sunrise picture taken from a beach there in Durban, KwaZulu-Natal. And lastly, Russell booths for your bold, beautiful beachfront sunrise picture from Thebe in the Wild Coast. Beautiful pictures indeed. What a way to start your morning. Thank you very much for sharing those pictures. We'll get into it again tomorrow morning. Right now, your temperatures for the last time as you head into your Monday morning. Polokwane starting off on 8 minimum, reaching a high of 21 degrees. Mbombela 922, Pretoria 924, Johannesburg 823, Mahikeng 11 minimum, reaching a high of 23 degrees. Klerksdorp 1126, Kimberley 1327, Bloemfontein 925, Richards Bay 1121, Pietermaritzburg on 7 minimum, reaching a high of 21 degrees. Durban 1521, Mthatha 624, East London 1522 with a chance of rain. Cradock 9 minimum, reaching a high of 30 degrees today. Port Elizabeth 1522, George 1927, Sutherland 12 minimum with a chance of rain as well, reaching a maximum 25 degrees. Cape Town 20 with a 32 maximum. Worcester 1633, Springbok 1628 with some rain expected, and some rain forecast for Uppington as well, starting off on 15, reaching a high of 27 degrees. That's a wrap of your weather and your temperatures as well as your traffic for your Monday morning.
Now, I know I've already had a croissant, okay, but it was really, really nice, and they are like super fresh. I feel like we've been working hard. I deserve a blueberry muffin. Please don't judge me. Don't laugh as well, man.
Please,
come
someone stopped me on Friday to say, you didn't order a muffin today, so I'm going to have 2 muffins, one for today. No, I'm going to actually have one, just one blueberry muffin. Thanks, Princess.
Oh, man. But of course, we're going to take the quickest of breaks while we try and scoff this down as quickly as possible. When we come back, we are opening the lines, 021-430-9881. What is the deal breaker in your relationship? I want this to get heated. Dr. Eve is here to field those calls. Can't wait.
For me, a deal breaker is someone that wears underwear like what I'm wearing today. It's a total
no,
deal
you
breaker.
did it. It's over.
Because, like, yeah, no, that is just disgusting.
Taking my muffin and leaving.
But listen to this. When we come back, we're also going to be checking out those pizza topping ideas if you want to experiment a little bit more with your pizza after the break.
No banana. No banana.
Enjoy a moment in between with McCafe. See you after the break.
This is your chance to win the home you've always dreamed of. Enter the Win a Home competition by voting for your favorite design duo on privateproperty.co.za and stand a chance of winning a fully decorated apartment at Paardenvlei Lifestyle Estate, developed by Baldwin Properties, worth over 3 million rand. Plus, you'll automatically be entered into the weekly draw, where this coming Thursday night, you could walk away with a Samsung Galaxy Note 9 smartphone with Bluetooth remote S Pen, AI camera, PC-like performance, and built-in decks with carbon sheet cooling. And if that's not enough, Capitec clients stand a chance to win a further 5,000 Rand in cash. Competition details plus T's and C's can be found on the Private Property website. Win a Home every Thursday evening at 7:30 on SABC3. The stage is yours.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back to your Feel Good Breakfast Show. It's a Monday morning. We are live, large and in charge and ready to tackle our relationship talk for this Monday morning with Dr. Eve. Now, of course, for most of us, when we go into a relationship and date someone, you kind of set list of qualities you'd like to have, those deal makers, if you will. But for every deal maker, there's a deal breaker, the kind of things that would make you go, no, never pass this line, it's the end of it. And so we want to talk about those this morning.
And we're going to look at it from 2 perspectives, because I've kind of looked at this as a things that you preemptively have your little list, as you were saying, but also there are things that come up, things that can happen to you. So, Dr. Eve, we got a nice one, meaty. We're going to chew through this one.
We're going to juice this one. We're going to juice this one.
How would you, when you were preparing to broach this rather tricky, difficult subject, how do you define a deal breaker in a relationship when it comes to the psychological understanding of it?
So, what I want you guys to do. Testing time. I'm the therapist. Think about the qualities that you most admire in friends and family. Let's start out with that. And I want our viewers to be doing the same as we begin to talk about what deal breakers are. Think first about the positives, the qualities that you most admire in people, family, friends that you hang out with. A bit of
backbone,
fire.
a bit of
okay,
passion,
great. So passion, fire.
Someone who's dependable, like
dependable.
someone you can count on, like
right. Loyalty.
You know, loyalty.
Are we talking about things that we like within ourselves? Because I think
which is a great point that you know what, that is such an important point that you're making, because the first thing that we need to do to establish what our deal breakers are, to look at what are the things that we really value in ourselves.
Yeah.
What are the qualities that we value? Because we always want to mirror that in a partner. So what are the qualities that we say really we contribute and add value to somebody else, and things that are really valuable to us? We always, you know, Kat, we talk about values a whole lot. What are the things we value about ourselves? And then the next question is, what are the qualities that you really admire in other people?
Yeah.
Loyalty. I mean, if I ask, you Graham, say, what did I do to prepare? What are the things that are really valuable to me?
Yeah.
So it would be something like, I'm very interested in somebody's politics.
Are we saying here then that it's more a case of birds of a feather flock together than opposites attract? That when you look at someone, you're actually looking for the mirror image of yourself.
Yeah, we do that, but only in terms of values, not in terms of what activities we have in common. That's nonsense.
Values, yeah.
Yeah, so things that we really value, things like loyalty, things like passion, things that are, like people who are interested in. For me, it would be, what is your political affiliation? What are your prejudices? Do you have any prejudices? Because those are things I admire about myself. I don't want to be judgmental, so I'm never going to be hanging out with somebody who's judgmental. Okay, so we have this as a foundation of saying, these are things that I really value in myself and things that I really value in people. If you think about people you hang out with, why would you then go and get involved in a relationship with somebody who is outside of that?
Because
qualities
you
that you
love
don't admire.
them.
Oh my goodness.
Come on, man. But you talk like this, like we plan relationships, like we're like, okay.
We're going to start dating at 2 p.m.
I'm sorry, for me, it's always been a kind of a reverse engineered process, and that's the joy of it, is you end up learning or helping each other grow and change and morph, and then they leave you and go and get married to someone else. And, I'm really stirring the pot here, but that's the bottom line, is we don't often get to choose the people we fall in love with.
Right, but you are going to eventually, once that love settles down, and the majority max time of that is 18 months, you're then going to get into, these things are deal breakers for me. I don't really feel comfortable.
The top relationship deal breakers.
This was a study that was done.
We're going to keep it there just for you to kind of think about for a second, but we're going to keep our lines open, 0214309881. Our relationship chat on this Monday morning is all about deal breakers in your relationship. Reflect on some of those. Give us a call. We'll be back with Dr. Eve shortly.
Righto, so jumping into the kitchen after that rather heavy conversation we're having this morning. Deal breakers, well, this is one way to sort out your relationship, I guess, is by making pizza. Because if the last thing you feel like doing when you get home this evening is to slave away in the kitchen, then, well, we've got you sorted on your Manic Monday. It's a Woody Stone-baked pizza this morning. They come in a range of different varieties as well.
Let me tell you, I feel like I'm in an Italian pizzeria right now, because these stone-baked pizzas have this whole Italian-inspired, vibe about them, but they're locally made, and you could make them yourself by just popping them in the oven for between 8 to 10 minutes.
Easy,
and they come out delicious and just everything.
Yeah, and like I said, there's a wide range, as you can see over here. We've got spinach and feta, mushroom, ricotta, tomato and cheese. What is that? Ham and pineapple as well. I went with the, is it
Caprese.
Caprese?
Yes.
I would say caprese, but it's okay.
But we all know that you can't spell stuff, so
this is also true, all right.
And then, of course, I went for, I just had to go levels with mine. I love you, but, like, let's be honest. Mine is levels, mine is the club, all right? And if you were in the club this weekend, trust me, you want to go for the... Stop it! Telling the people.
Well, you must know.
Mine has got chicken, it's got bacon, it's got onion, it's got everything. And yours is...
I love the fact that there's just a plain tomato base, because the thing is for me bulking it up at the end, because you can pair it with your favorite Woolies ready-made salad. I've got some tomatoes. So with the caprese salad, some cheese, tomatoes, beautiful tomato base. It comes with some pesto as well. So this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to just dot some pesto around it.
Okay.
Because it's nice. You see?
Nice.
And that's going to add a whole different dimension, but I'm not done. I'm not done.
Oh, okay. There's labels.
There's labels. There's labels. All right, let's get some. We have some
you've got
avo.
some avo.
Yeah, so we're just going to get this
Woolies, of course, does
out.
have the best avos
They
as well.
do,
Let's
they
be
do.
honest. Tell the truth now.
So I'm just going to fan this out.
Does it look like that?
No, I'm busy. So you kind of just pop that down. Bam, bam. Just like that.
Stunning.
Wait, this one is not there. Check at me. Don't ever ask me to work in a pizzeria.
Are you still busy?
Yes.
I also want to talk about mine.
Hey? Go for it.
Okay,
I'm finna
so
finish up mine.
mine comes with a delicious chipotle sauce. I mean, I can't deal with how awesome mine is right now. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to just nicely drizzle mine all around. Just make sure that every bit of the pizza is, you know, just slathered.
Looks amazing.
It looks gorgeous. So gorgeous.
Right.
Beautiful.
So what I'm going to do, I've got some rockets.
Okay.
That's going to go. It's fresh, just like that. No mess, no fuss. And see, the thing is, though, I like a thin, crispy base, but I like a bulky pizza. You understand what I'm saying? So the ingredients must kind of fill it up.
I also feel like
it
I want to
crispy.
add some rocket to mine.
You can. I'll let you
Just
some.
for some greenery,
That's
you know,
it.
some freshness.
And then here,
but not a lot.
some balsamic reduction.
Oh, wow. Look at us. I
Just
promise
like
you,
that.
if you invite people over for dinner and you serve them this, they'll think that you made this from scratch. Meanwhile, back at the ranch...
You know? I mean, it's so quick. It is so easy. And there you have it.
Wow.
So
I'm not
Manic
gonna lie, that
Mondays
looks
are
good.
sorted. You see what I'm saying?
That
You
looks
see,
very good.
It started out to say like you and why, you know? You're such a complicated guy, but such a simple kind of way. But no, we are making it. We are doing it. So check it out at Woolies. A whole wide variety of different pizzas to sort out your Monday. 8 to 10 minutes in the oven. You are sorted for the entire family.
You know what I'm going to do? I'm not even going to cut mine up. I'm going to fold it and then eat it like a sandwich.
That's how you do it.
All right, staying with your Feel Good Breakfast show. After the break, we're going to be making a delicious recipe. It's the classic vanilla and coconut panna cotta. It sounds delicious. Also, still coming up, we're discussing those deal breakers in a relationship. Give us a call, 021 430 9881. Be part of the conversation, so stay with us.
Voted best courier in South Africa for over 10 years, at Globe Flight, our approach is to simply keep our word. When the quality of our courier service was certified ISO 9001 compliant, it only confirmed what Globe Flight customers already know, that from domestic same day to international air freight, Globe Flight delivers smiles 24/7, 365.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back. It's a Monday morning. Dr. Eve is in the hot seat. We're talking about deal breakers in relationships. We're about to unpack this topic. 021-430-9881 is the number you can call.
Please bring up these statistics. We're gonna start from a basis point to just look at where, and this was a survey done, I understand, with college students here. So talk us through the long-term and short-term triggers here.
Yeah, so I think these are very basic to what people anticipate or expect, or what you were saying earlier, Graham. Also, it's politically correct to be saying these are the things. If my partner has this, I'm going to be done with this over here. Contentious is STD. Most people don't disclose, but if you disclose, I mean, as a viewer, would you get rid of somebody? Would that be a deal breaker for you? If your partner said, actually, I do have herpes, you're probably going to get it as well. Would you break it? If somebody had HIV, AIDS, would you end it? Would that be a deal breaker for you? I mean, considering how many people in our country are infected, would that be something a deal breaker?
Yeah.
Poor hygiene. I know this is something really important for women, that bad grooming, poor hygiene leads to low desire to be sexual. Would you end a relationship? Would you end a relationship because of some of these?
Yeah.
Things that for me are completely non-negotiable would be untrustworthy. Obviously, if there is infidelity, somebody's in a relationship already, alcohol or drug problem, and I think that, you know, that's contentious, because do we just throw somebody else out because they have an alcohol or drug problem?
Yeah.
Is it a deal breaker, or is it that
sometimes the tough things that you go through make you the better person, make you the person that you're supposed to be.
I think the deal breaker would be they're untrustworthy because they never told us beforehand. That would be the deal breaker for me, right?
There is this kind of general overlap with a lot of these sorts of things.
I know.
That seems to be, because so many of these you can change.
I was about to say, so how many of these do you look through and you think, but these are teachable, or you can correct them, you know?
Well, look, anger issues and abuse is a deal breaker.
Yes, of course. That's what I'm saying.
And
which of these do you think are teachable, and are people willing to work around?
Thank you. That's a critical point. Willing to work around. If your partner, that's a deal breaker, Kat. If somebody's not willing
to work around it.
To work around, to be
like, you really smell bad and I can't take it. I can't buy you any more cologne. It's done.
Exactly right.
Wow.
Because they're not listening to you. It's not about the bad smell. It's because they're not listening
or maybe
to you.
It's too difficult for you to be able to broach how to deal with that.
Why is it difficult for you? Is it because you're afraid they're going to have an outrage, or they will be abusive towards you, or they'll be nasty to you?
You're going to hurt
That's
them.
a deal breaker. That's a deal breaker when it comes to that kind of thing. Infidelity is also kind of iffy, because people say, deal breaker, if my partner ever cheats on me, I'm out. How many people really leave?
But that being said, abuse, you call it a deal breaker, but how many people, especially women, stay in abusive relationships?
That is sad.
Why?
That is sad.
I guess that to ask the question why is a topic.
It's very, it's very complex.
It is.
Let's have a look at another set of statistics here that are also in decreasing order of, I guess, how people voted for them over there. If somebody's unclean in appearance, they're lazy, too needy.
And I think we want to draw attention to the difference between men and women, right? What men find that a deal breaker and what women. And how's that too much video gaming time? Women are saying deal breaker.
That's like halfway on the list. That's pretty high up.
I want you to show me the 25% of women that are playing games, ruining their relationships as a result. That is crazy. I think what is quite interesting is the order of these things
the way
as
that
well.
They've come up, low sex drive. I'm, interested to know, is this something that would be a deal breaker? Maybe your partner is ill or just has a low sex drive. Would you end the relationship because of that?
Question.
Yes.
If one of these is part of your character trait, right? That is now, let's say, somehow revealed later on in your relationship, and your partner says, well, deal breaker. Should you consider saying, okay, fine, but I'll change it then. I'll change it, and I'll work through it for you.
I think that's beautiful. I think it's important that we have some changes that happen all the time, the deal breakers. But I want to pick up on what you said now. I mean, look, the basic 101s. I don't want to have children, you do want to have children. I'm religious, I'm not religious, I want you to convert, I'm not willing to convert. We know that those are How's this one? Talks too much.
Talks too much. 20% of women will break up with you.
To all the girls I've loved before, I'm so sorry.
All right, should we put it on ice for a second? Okay, 02143098881. Give us a call, engage with us on this topic. What is a deal breaker for you and why, Dr. Eve?
Please give us a call, man. I'd
shortly.
love to hear from you, man. Sure.
Clover Classic Custard, the creamy taste that takes you back. Made with love by Clover.
Well, a deal breaker for me is definitely someone that won't have dessert with me because they're watching their weight.
You know, I agree.
I mean, yeah, no, we don't have time for that. Well, listen to this. Perfect for big parties or small. This vanilla and coconut panna cotta recipe is the perfect dessert to serve. It's easy, yet a classic. And best of all, it can be made a day or two in advance. And what's exciting about it is that it's not any ordinary dessert. It's 6 ingredients, super simple panna cotta that sounds really fancy. But the truth is, it's very, very simple.
That's just the thing, dude. I'm going to scooch on over on this side because this is where all the magic is going to happen.
Yes.
Like I said, 6 ingredients. It sounds fancy. We're having panna cotta for dessert. Panna cotta,
man.
you know?
Panna cotta.
It's so simple. It's very, very simple. So we're going to show you how to make that. Vanilla and coconut. It's going to be beautiful. Perfect for a nice hot evening.
Yes.
Like we're going to be having today because it's going to chill you out. So I'm just going to pop this on here quickly.
All right.
There we go. So what we want to do is we just want to heat the ingredients. So I've got some coconut cream. Right. It's going to go in there. Oh, and look at that, that's already...
That's
coconut
so nice and
cream's
thick and creamy,
man.
I love it.
We got some Clover Fresh full, just normal cream as well. It's like half a cup.
Yeah.
It's going to go in there. And now you'll see why it's so easy. We got some vanilla, but the real one with the vanilla seeds in there that you can see. If you look through the glass, you can actually still see the little seeds in there.
You can.
Which adds to the decadentness. You know what I'm saying? So that's going to go in there. And then we have our sugar. So here we have caster sugar. Fine sugar, it helps dissolve everything nice and easy.
I suppose it's better than normal sugar.
So I just want to make sure that this starts heating up now nicely. And be careful because it does heat up very quickly as well. So you don't want to have any burning shit at the bottom of the pot, you know. And this is also something you can make a couple of days in advance. So 2 days in advance, you can pop this in the fridge. It'll stay there, it'll be ready when you feel like you are ready to serve that dessert. Then bam, there we go. Right, so now this is getting nice and hot. What I'm going to do now, I've got some gelatin. Now this is going to set everything. So what we've done is we've sponged it, we've bloomed it. You can feel it's nice and spongy.
How did you do that?
Just your gelatin powder and a little bit of water. Bam. And this will help it to dissolve more evenly into the whole liquid. So you'll see, bam, just like that. And
I actually can't believe we're sitting in the kitchen making panna cotta.
Bro, look at that. That's your gelatin. That goes in there. And what I'm going to do now, and you'll see, before you know it, that's going to start dissolving. Just like that. And then once it is, everything is beautiful. You let it cool, and then you throw it into your glasses. You can get fancy serving glasses like that, and pop it into the fridge.
Okay, well...
And you have panna cotta.
You have panna cotta. The key word for this is Clover. SMS Clover to 33728 to get this recipe. It's really simple, and I know, yes, it does sound very, very fancy. And you hear 6 ingredients, and you think, oh, that's complicated. But it's really not. As you can see, Ewan has just, like, plonked it all in the pot there, mixed it all up, and it's happening.
It's so easy, man. If you want to get your hands on the recipe, the keyword...
You'll need 1 cup Clover Classic Vanilla, 1 tin coconut cream, half a cup Clover Fresh cream, half a cup caster sugar, 2.5 teaspoons gelatin powder, and 1 teaspoon vanilla paste. Add the gelatin powder to water, stir to combine, and allow to bloom for 1 to 2 minutes. Add the coconut cream, Clover Classic Vanilla, Clover Fresh cream, caster sugar, and vanilla paste into a pot. Bring to the boil. Remove from the heat and stir until all the sugar has dissolved. Add the gelatin mixture. Then mix until the gelatin has dissolved. Pour the mixture into individual serving glasses and place them into the refrigerator to set for 3 to 4 hours. It's a 6-ingredient, super simple and classic panna cotta that sounds fancy, but the truth is, it's very, very simple to make.
Made with love by Clover.
Oh, man. It's a vanilla craze. We're crazy about vanilla. Vanilla everything. It is the vanilla season. Don't say I didn't tell you.
So now that our gelatin's fully dissolved as well, we've got our yogurt in there, our vanilla Clover Classic Vanilla yogurt that we're putting in there, making sure that dissolves nicely, give it a bit of whisk, and that's going to cool it down nicely. And then once it just cools down on the stove, then you pour it into your serving glasses, bro. Then it'll set. And you are going to be so fancy with your panna cotta dessert. People's going to be talking about it for months.
Can I tell you a fact you probably didn't know about this yogurt? That it's a source of 10 vitamins.
There we go. There we go. You see, dessert with the health twist. Thank you very much, everybody. The keyword is Clover. SMS that to 33728 to get your hands on this vanilla and coconut panna cotta dessert recipe. You will blow all of your friends. You'll be the talk of town.
It is the Clover Classic, the creamy taste that takes you back.
Clover Classic Custard, the creamy taste that takes you back. Made with love by Clover.
Well, still to come on your Feel Good Breakfast Show, there's one more opportunity for you to spin the wheel with loot.co.za. And then they've been blowing us away all morning long. Prime Circle is still in the house, and they are going to do it again after the break.
Add a little goodness to your day, your friend's day, and make your school's year as the Crush Share the Goodness campaign returns. Last year, the Crush crew gave away 10,000 pairs of shoes to school children across South Africa. By watching Expresso from spring through the summer and refreshing yourself with your favorite Clover Crush flavor, you stand daily chances of winning for yourself, your friends, and school. Details to follow on Expresso.
Wall, everyone out in my home, yeah. Well, I can't get out now. Oh, this world is a prison. I know sights and sounds. I'm lost to vision now, but I set my soul free. It's better burn out and fade away. I set my soul free, the ghost of who I used to be.
It's my Feel Good Breakfast Show.
He declared himself. That was it. We were done.
Yeah,
we are
okay.
Done. We
So
are
we've been
looking at
talking
the
about our
conversation.
own deal breakers here. Yeah,
Goodness. All right, so we're back again. Conversation on this Monday, talking to Dr. Eve about what are the deal breakers in your relationship and what are you willing to work around should you be deciding to work around certain things that were initially deal breakers for you, but you're willing to understand for your partner. Give us a call on 0214309881.
I want to bring in other deal breakers. I mean, these are ones that we know. People they create their tick boxes and they know that these are things that, you know, you can either work with them or you can't. I do want to say to people, linger a little longer. Linger a little longer if you think that these are, you know, real deal breakers. Like, for me, self-confidence. Can you work with somebody? Can you let somebody know that this is something that I want you to develop your own passion? But then there are other deal breakers as well, which I think are very vital, which we don't talk about. Things like if my partner has a mental illness, if my partner has depression or anxiety or any kind of psychiatric illness, or a disability.
I was going to ask, with differently abled people as well.
Exactly, Graham. Differently abled. Is this going to be a deal breaker for you? If you meet somebody, and then later on, if your partner does become differently abled or mentally ill, would you end that relationship? So that's the one thing. The other thing as well is that I think over time, like let's say you're dating for a year and things don't change. Would that be a deal breaker? If this person has never said to you in the year, I love you, I'm not showing you any affection, but we hang out together all the time, but there's no real signs of affection, signs of commitment, would that be a deal breaker? if this person hasn't introduced you to family or friends yet? Would that be a deal breaker for you? Would you say, oh, you know, you're not really serious about me, I'm out of here? Those are things that I think people need to think about as well.
So, okay, so you're saying, would that be a deal breaker? So I guess a rhetorical question for everybody out there who's answering it for their own. To what extent, if it is a deal breaker, should you be willing to push yourself to say, to this far and no further?
I love that, because the most important thing in any relationship is self-value.
Yeah.
Self-honoring. And you have to have your own deal breaker. You have to say, I'm no longer going to be in this relationship if this person does not introduce me to his or her family. And after a year, I don't feel as if I belong anywhere or as if anything is going anywhere, if you wanted to go anywhere. And then that should be for you, I'm walking away, not hanging around waiting for this person to claim you.
When do we preempt that and say and be open? Do we do it right at the beginning and get out our checklist? All right, let's just see how we match up here.
Isn't it safer to do that?
Or do we, because most of these deal breakers, let's be honest, are based on past experiences.
That's true,
That's never
Graham.
happening to me again. So if that,
that's
so at
very
what
true.
point do we
I mean,
preempt?
it's such an interesting thing that you say that, because people, I know that when I work with clients, they will say, I came into this relationship with my past injury, and this was my tick list. If they were not, let's say, for example, somebody is gay. If they have not come out as gay yet to their family, deal breaker. If they are somebody who's still involved with their ex-partner and there's still baggage, deal breaker. If there are kids that are still around, deal breaker. And then you meet somebody, and as you said earlier, you fall in love, which you don't intend to. Are those still your deal breakers? You know, I'd love to hear from viewers.
That's
Are those things that still bother you?
Because you're all starry-eyed and it's beautiful and feelings are amazing.
Catching feelings.
You're catching feelings, but now you're sitting there on your first date and you're like, here's my list. Which probably realistically could save you a lot of heartache in the future.
I agree with you.
But is that the way that we want romance to be?
How do you start that conversation?
So
you say, in the past, I have.
No, you
Or
don't
what
even do
you
that conversation. You go straight into the gut. And that's what we ignore the most, right? Where we get the inflammation of feeling, this is uncomfortable. This person is so angry that I don't think he or she, over, after 3 or 5 years of divorce, is ever going to get over this anger. It's like, too long. I don't want to be here because I know I'm going to be caught up in this anger. But we choose to ignore the gut and we think, I'm going to be the one to change this person. Or in a past relationship, he will say, I got rid of my last girlfriend because all she wanted was money. It's like, what's wrong with giving money to a partner if this is the agreement or you're sharing a commitment? Or, you want to get to really trust your gut. When your gut says this person is always going to be uncomfortable, unkind, angry, I don't want to be there, that's when you should really cut it. So it's not more like, oh, does he or she read good books, watch the same movies as me? It's like, I feel the unkindness is there. I feel the anger is there.
How much of that should you trust as your gut versus your fears?
100.
No, versus your fears. And fears also based, as you said now, on past baggage.
It's baggage, because we all...
Yo, guys, we're running out of time. I think we might have... Do we have one more segment?
We do.
We do.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you to the producers. Okay, 0214309881. We'll be back with Dr. Eve.
Right, so I think a deal breaker would also be if your house is not in a great state.
That's right.
Yes, that's a good deal breaker. Now, of course, loving your house and making it a comfortable home that you can be proud of sounds kind of obvious, doesn't it? But you don't have to be a clean freak, but there's no doubt that a little extra attention can change a house into a well-loved home. So to make sure your home looks at its best at times, remember to use your trusted cleaning products.
Oh, that's right. We're here to give you the tips this morning. Mac dishwashing liquid. That's what we're talking about. It's the best performing dishwash liquid on the market. It has a high active formula combined with the power of lemon to cut grease, remove food residue, and leave everything thoroughly clean and fresh smelling. Now, in a recent Home Tester Club survey, 97% of the people surveyed said that they would switch to Mac dishwash liquid, and that's a vote of confidence that we love to hear.
Absolutely, man. MAC Multi-Purpose Cream Cleaner contains an effective detergent and a soft abrasive to easily lift dirt and stubborn stains, leaving surfaces shiny clean and without scratching. And MAC Multi-Purpose Thick Bleach combines the cleaning power of a detergent with the germ-killing action of bleach to clean, remove odors, and disinfect, giving you 24-hour germ protection. We love them. So for our next tip, start by keeping everything thoroughly clean and shiny. Our MAC products are formulated to deep clean and disinfect every kitchen area or every area of your kitchen. So make sure your hob, first and foremost, shiny clean. That must be. Burnt-on spills are easily removed with a direct squirt of neat MAC cream cleaner, allowed to stand for a couple of minutes, then wipe away to a shiny clean with no scratching. And also don't forget your small appliances like your kettle, your toaster, maybe even your juicer. All of these get a lot of wear and tear, and they all can do with a regular wipe over with MAC cream cleaner on a damp cloth to remove dirt and grime to keep them looking brand spanking new. And lastly, cleaning the juicer jug or liquidizer is easy. Add just a few drops of MAC dishwashing liquid, a little water, and switch to a low speed.
Well, look, here's the thing. No one likes a smelly, grimy bathroom. No one. No. Now, MAC cleaning products take the hard work out of cleaning and put the shine in to leave your bathroom sparkling clean and hygienic. Now, to quickly sort out discolored gratting, use neat MAC thick bleach on a toothbrush and scrub the affected areas. Now, the dirty ring around the bath and around the plug hole is easily removed with a squirt of neat MAC cream cleaner onto the dirty areas. Now, to shine up your taps and fittings, wipe over with a solution of MAC cream cleaner, rinse thoroughly and buff to a high shine. The toilet needs daily attention too. Please don't forget the toilet. Squirt MAC thick bleach around the rim and into the water. Leave for a few minutes, then flush. MAC thick bleach kills germs and it removes odors. I promise you, it works.
Absolutely, no deal breaker there. And then, lived-in areas need regular attention to ensure that surfaces are dust-free and thoroughly clean. Now, no need for a range of specialist cleaning products. Our MAC cleaners are multi-purpose, high efficient, and completely safe to use for 99% of the cleaning jobs around your home. Now, MAC cream cleaner on a soft, damp cloth will keep your furniture surfaces clean and shiny as well. And then pay attention to pelmets and door frames where dust collects. A quick wipe over with the MAC cream cleaner will keep these areas dust and grime free.
Well, MAC makes cleaning easy.
Absolutely.
We've just given you all the tips. You can win a MAC hamper every week. Congratulations to Anna, who won the hamper last week. Congratulations, Anna.
Yes.
Now, if you want to be like Anna, instead of chance of winning, SMS the keyword MAC to 33728. That's MAC, M-A-Q, to 33728. SMSs are charged at R1.50. No free SMSs apply, and T's and C's can be found on expressoshow.com. Now, this week's giveaway ends at midnight this Friday.
MAC Dishwash Liquid has a high foam formula that quickly and easily cuts through grease. So, switch to MAC, the best performing dishwash liquid in SA.
Oh, this is what I mean. Every week it's awesome, Doc. We love you so much for this very reason. But we are talking about deal breakers within relationship. And
deal bakers should also be
deal
a thing.
bakers, maybe. And I can't
living.
bake, and she can't bake. We thought it would end, but we've managed to find a way through with stir fry. It's a very difficult thing to wrap your head around these things because it happens in stages and it's so different for each individual. I have to ask a very blanket question. Are we all slaves to these archetypes? Are we all destined? Can we actually elevate ourselves above our basic urges when we should be trusting our gut, but all our gut instinct is based on the terrible wrongs that have happened to us in the past? Where do we find that quiet space within the centre to have a meaningful relationship and move past these things?
I think the meaningful relationship is what's called a healthy relationship, Graham, where you've got a partner where you feel foundationally safe, and you can be vulnerable. And these things can be spoken about where there is the desire to run because your brain is saying, I need to take flight because there is this thing which feels very deal-breakish for me. And the partner can be there and say, no, let's talk it through. Let's be present with each other with it. Don't run so quickly. Let's see if we can work it together. Example of that would be something like infidelity, which we've spoken about. We touched on that, where people have been brought up to say, I'm out of here. People do not leave. There is a lot of what's called trauma growth that happens through things like infidelity.
We have a caller on the line. Precious calling us from in the KZN. Good morning, Precious.
Good morning, how are you?
Very well. Where in KZN are you calling us from?
We're phoning from Scottsboro.
Scottsboro. From Scottsboro. All right. What is your comment or your question?
Precious.
Hi, Dr. Eve. So how do you distinguish between being in an open relationship with a person where you've been with them for quite a while? And how do you know if it's a full-time thing? So what I'm trying to say is, how do you... you committed to the person, but how do you know that they committed to you, or if it's an open relationship, if they're not upfront with you?
So, may I ask this, Precious, have you been in an open relationship with this person before? Has your relationship been open thus far?
Okay, so I'm phoning on behalf of a friend, and it's kind of complicated because she's in a relationship with a person, but the person is bisexual.
Ah.
Yes, but the thing is, how do you, if they're not open about it, how do you know that you're committed to them? So that's what I'm trying to get down.
Sorry, excuse us pumping you for all the questions. Is she aware of the person, and I assume the friend is the female in the mix, is she aware that the relationship is still open, or do you think she thinks the relationship is now committed? Are we talking about infidelity and cheating here? What do you think?
Well, it's kind of both open-ended, Graham. I think they both know what they're doing, but they don't want to commit to the fact that they are in open relationships, but they're committed to each other.
Well, thanks for giving us our topic for next week there, Precious. Absolutely love that. Just very quickly, sorry, Doc, if you can respond.
This is infidelity, and this is disastrous, because if you're going to have a consensual non-monogamous relationship, there needs to be enormous discussion about it, and that's one of the deal breakers as well. One of you may want to be in a polyamorous or open relationship, and the other person may want to be just in a very monogamous relationship. But it's not going to work, Precious. You can tell your friend if there is so much secrecy and cheating that's going on. There has to be discussion. There has to be discussion about it. There's going to be just heartache.
Yeah. Thanks very much for the call, Precious. And Dr. E, thank you very much. I'm kind of, the silver lining from this that I'm taking from this entire topic is that from the very beginning, as soon as possible, hey, just lay out the list, eh? Lay out the list. It might be unromantic or whatever, but it could possibly save you a lot of time, a lot of feelings.
Unless, of course, the list is a deal breaker for that person. You just never know. Oh, man, what an awesome, awesome discussion, Dr. Eve. We absolutely love you. We're going to take the quickest breaks. We'll see you on the other side.
Don't take credit. Unexpected coming from a bank. But just think about it. Using credit to finance a flashy lifestyle to show that you've arrived won't help you live better. What's new today is old tomorrow, except for the debt that you still have to pay. But do take credit to renovate your home, buy a more reliable car, or pay for your children's education. If that's your goal, then Capitec will help you realize your dreams. Because living better starts when you get credit for the right reasons.
Science reaches for the truth. Science works for the big and the small, the old and the young. Science never gives up. And science is at the heart of biology-based nutrition for differences you can see, feel, and trust. The secret to lifelong health, it all starts with science.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Happy birthday, a very happy birthday to you. Hopefully that tune puts you in a happy mood. Welcome back. You've got a few moments left to savor on your Feel Good Breakfast show. So let's squeeze in a few more birthdays. And we've got some awesome messages coming through. Farida Williams is celebrating her 81st birthday today.
Wow,
yeah.
81.
A message from Amina Marinus. We wish you more happy and healthy birthdays with us. Love you lots. Your children, grandchildren, great-grandchildren, and great-great-grandchildren.
Oh, man.
We love you. Farida, that's a matriarch right there.
Yeah,
Love that.
81. Happy birthday. Ellie Alistair. Happy first birthday to Ellie Alistair today. May God bless you. Love you lots from Elvina Williams.
Oh, just too sweet, man. Then Zeke Nathan. Natalia Nathan wants to wish my little baby boy for his first birthday today. He looks gorgeous.
He does. He's so beautiful. Also, George Devonish. Happy birthday to my son, George, from Rena Devonish. Happy birthday.
And then this Krishy, happy birthday from Auntie Linny Williams. Krishy, hope you're having an amazing day. Beautiful pose there.
Okay, and then also another message. My son is 3 today. Happy birthday, Tristan, from Chantel Numido.
And then finally, Millicent Inama saying, or is turning 42, and that message coming with a lot of love from Ranima Inama. So happy birthday, guys.
Big birthday day today, 22nd of October. Happy birthday, everybody. We're going to have another cake.
Yeah, just in case anyone stops you at a random garage and complains. He's had his muffin this morning and he's had his cake.
And I will have the second cake as well. A bit of it.
Oh, well, we're going to continue with the excitement because we've got one last viewer who we're going to allow to spin the wheel this morning. And of course, this happens simply by downloading the loot.co.za app and registering it too. And then, of course, taking a screen grab and sending it to 071 640 6551. Now, some of the amazing prizes in the loot: a brand new Alva Mini portable gas water heater valued at 2,604 Rand. We've also got that Yato cantilever toolbox set, 63 pieces for 4,750 Rand. Another big prize is a Fragram petrol pole pruner valued at 2,699. And then that Nescafe Dolce Gusto Genio coffee machine valued at 1,999. All the way in Cape Town. Shoten on the line. Good morning, Shoten.
Good morning.
How are you this morning?
No complaints.
Shoten, this is a pretty amazing way to start a morning. I'm having a great one, so I'm holding thumbs that you are going to win an amazing prize today. Is there anything that you've seen that has maybe caught your eye?
I don't have the prize, my friend, but from the look of this morning, I would go for that phone.
For the what?
For the cell phone.
Okay, all right. Well, the cell phone's not in this pool because someone's already won it, but there are some amazing, amazing prizes. So, Shoten, let's hold some thumbs, my darling. Are you ready?
Yes.
Okay, here we go. In 3, 2, 1, I'm going to give it a mighty, mighty spin for you. And let's see where the numbers fall today and how lucky Shoten's going to be to walk away with that amazing prize. It looks like it's going to end on number 1. Am I right? Yes, I am right. Shoten, you walk away with that amazing Alva Mini portable gas water heater valued at 2,604 Rand. Wow! Congratulations, Shoten.
Thank you.
Somanoma Ian, have an amazing day, and thank you so much for downloading loot.co.za. Have an awesome day. Well, there you go. This is how easy it is. All you have to do is make sure you download the loot.co.za app, register, send us a screen grab to 071 640 6551, and we could very well be calling you tomorrow. 3 winners go through. Can't wait.
All right, so our Monday is coming to an end, and what a privilege it's been, as always, to hang out with Prime Circle in the studio. Hope you've enjoyed the music. We know Prime Fest is coming up on the 10th of November. Get your tickets. They are available online right now. But post that, what else are you guys doing? What can we expect in the near future from you guys?
We're going to be looking at bringing out a DVD, a live DVD that we did with the launch of the new record, and we'll be touring Europe quite hard in February as well.
Oh,
so,
yeah?
Yeah.
Where are you planning on going?
We're going to Switzerland, Amsterdam, Germany, and London. So going to be a nice tour.
That's going to be epic. We'll keep up on the social media platforms with what you guys are doing. What's the last song you're preparing for us?
This one's from our previous record. This one's called Ghosts.
Take it away, guys.
Sweet.
Living with the ghost, and the ghost is me. Haunting myself, won't let me be. And closing my eyes so that I can see. Pull the blinds, keep the sun out. Been living with the ghost who we used to be. I severed all ties in the cemetery. I bound myself so that I can feel. I built a wall, everyone out. With my home, home, home. Oh, I can't get out now. Oh, this world is a prison. I know sights and sounds. I've lost all vision, but I set my soul free. It's better to burn out and fade away. I set my soul free. The ghost of who I used to be. Living with the ghost so silently, holding my breath so I don't breathe. I'm seeing myself, I don't seem real. I know the time's gonna run out. Been trying but I can't seem to get free. And hearing these voices that aren't me, and closing my ears so I can't hear. I built a wall, everyone out of my home, home. Get out. Oh, this world is a prison. I know sights and sounds. I lost all vision now, but I set my soul free. It's better to burn out and fade away. Oh, I set my soul free. The ghost of who I used to be.
Man, every time they come around, they are blowing the roof off this place.
These guys,
iconic voice.
Through Prime Fest.
Right?
Dude, some of the names he threw in there, I just thought it's the whole of South Africa there. Like the entire, all musicians of South Africa.
I had to ask him at a moment, like, how difficult was it to book Ricky Rick? Like, dude is crazy busy and doing so many things. But yeah, I think it's going to be...
When you say difficult, do you mean how expensive? Or... You know, he also like made a retirement and come back quickly after retiring, not even 5 months hence.
Wait. Did I miss that part of the news somewhere? Did Ricky Rick retire?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
As in, like, from performing?
Yeah.
And then when did this happen?
4 months later, he came back wearing dresses and skirts and ready to give us the sass and a new Ricky Rick.
It's that 2018 sass, man. We're talking about it a lot.
Okay. Clearly, I was blissfully unaware of this. I mean, I was still jamming to the good old tunes, and I thought Mans was doing his thing. Gandhi. Okay. No, it's cool. You know what? He's back.
Jay-Z's retired so many times, man. Can't keep a good man down.
That's true.
Exactly.
That's true. Okay, but listen, it's been an awesome day. Thank you very much for joining us. What, a minute left of the show?
Yeah.
Tomorrow, we're trying to tell you what's coming up tomorrow so that you do join us, but I know that you will be there. We're going to be showing you how to take some of the coolest mobile photography out there, of course, armed with our brand new devices. We're going to be doing that.
I still haven't got my phone out. I keep looking around on
downstairs.
Everyone keeps telling me.
Guys, sorry, it's just really hot in Cape Town. We're not used to this weather, hey?
Full on, man, full on.
What's going on?
Shall we say, let's say goodbye.
Have a good Monday.
Leave while it's going good. We'll see you tomorrow.
It's been an awesome Monday. I love you guys too much.
Expresso Morning Show, made with love by Clover.
Another feel-good production.